Cal Al Pascal made the tackle, but a yard too late. Red Wolves on the opening possession of the game have moved it with a couple of first downs on third down conversions. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6. Jacquez Cross back in the game at running back for Arkansas State. Approaching midfield now at their own 47. Trips out to the left. They're going to swing it to the running back. Good catch by Cross. He will make a man miss and then be taken across the boundary on the far side. Might have been a face mask. Had a flag on the play out there on the far side. Darius McClendon came up from the secondary to make the stop, but it's a face mask and going to be a first down for the Red Wolves.
Yeah, and the tough part about a team that runs with this type of tempo.
Mask defense, number 0. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, and first down.
You know, it nullifies your pass rush. It makes it more difficult for your down linemen specifically to get to the quarterback because everything's going so quickly. You know, normally those guys like to settle in, and adjust the weight on their hands, things like that, so they can get a good get off.
To the BG 37, 1st and 10, shotgun with a running back. They also have a tight end on a wing left, a receiver to each side. Now they're changing up the play. Rayner with Cross in the backfield, hands it to Cross, bounces it out to the left, gets away from C.J. Brown, who then catches up with him on the sideline, but about a 5-yard pickup at the BG 33. We'll give him 4 yards, 2nd and 6. 9th play of the opening drive here for Arkansas State. They're at the BG 33, so they're in field goal range for Clune Van Andel, who has made 17 straight field goals. Shotgun again, running back, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right on the left hash. Fake handoff, Rayner looking to throw. They don't hold contain. Then he flips it ahead after he was nearly tackled and flips it to Cross, the running back, for a first down. A forward toss. At the 23-yard line, they get 10.
That was a heck of a veteran play by Rayner. Just stepping up into the pocket, realizing he's going to get sacked and recognizing he's got a running back in the flat that's uncovered, was able to make a big play to create a first down.
Now, Bowling Green on opening drives this year has only allowed 4 scores, but Arkansas State looking to do it here. Cross in the backfield with Rayner, option right. He pitches it just as he was blasted. And Brock Horn will make the tackle along with C.J. Brown against Cross at the 20, a 3-yard gain. 11th play of the drive coming up. Falcons playing defense to begin the game. Cross now in the backfield on the right hash, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rayner to throw, right side, one-on-one matchup, and incomplete. Looking to get it to Corey Rucker. And he was covered by Todd Bumpus. 3rd and 7.
Good coverage out there by Bumpus.
So let's see if Bowling Green can force them into a field goal try. 3rd and 7 at the Bowling Green 20. Opening possession of the game. Zach Wallace checks in at the running back spot. 2 receivers to the left. Single receiver, or actually 2 to each side now on the right hash. 3rd down and 7 at the Bowling Green 20. Rayner in the shotgun. BG showing blitz. Long count. They bring the blitz. They don't get home. Rayner steps up. Now may scramble. Running laterally. Looking downfield. Being chased. And he will escape 2 guys. But finally be put down. Charles Rosser is back there on the sack for Bowling Green. Along with A.V. McGarry. They finally got Rayner on the ground. A loss back near the 30 will force a field goal try.
That Rayner, he's so elusive. I mean, the movements in the pocket, that move back to make A.V. McGarry miss. And, we just had to swarm that guy. And it's going to take a lot of guys to bring him down. You get hands on him, you got to hold on to him because he's slippery.
Maybe a 46-yard field goal on that 9-yard loss. Right in the middle of the field for Clune Van Andel, who's 20 of 23. He's made 17 straight, a new school record. He's got plenty of leg on this one, and it is right through there. Make it 18 straight. So the Red Wolves of Arkansas State get the ball first and drive into field goal range and take a 3-0 lead. Time for a timeout and time for you to huddle up, Falcon fans, with Fremont Federal Credit Union. They remind you that financial freedom starts with the right playbook. Whether it's a savings account or a new car loan, they're your biggest fans. Visit them at fremontfcu.com. Fremont Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA. Timeout, 3-0 Arkansas State. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Mark Remus, broker with AA Green Realty. Since 1976, homeowners throughout Bowling Green and Olive County have placed their trust in AA Green Realty when buying, selling, or building their homes. Customer loyalty, aggressive marketing, and expert personnel continue to be the cornerstones of our success. Stop by our office at 1045 North Main Street in Bowling Green or visit our website at aagreen.com to find out why AA Green Realty has quietly become the area's real estate leader.
For over 100 years, iron workers have been building America. Do you have what it takes to be an iron worker? Do you like to work with your hands? Do you like to be creative and solve problems? Do you like to be outdoors and don't mind getting dirty? With starting pay of $18 an hour and with medical and retirement benefits, there are iron worker jobs available in Northwest Ohio. To take your career to new heights, call the Iron Workers Local 55 Training Center at 419-382-3080 and build a better future.
Back here in Mobile at the 68 Ventures Bowl. Todd Walker, John Gibson, Kevin Peel with you. The Arkansas State Red Wolves, 13 plays, 46 yards, just over 5 minutes. Field goal by Clune Van Andel starts the game strong for the Red Wolves. And Gibby, the Falcons
Game clock operator.
changed it up a little bit there late in that drive. The third down, the final one, they brought the blitz and it worked.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to get some people home. There was some, so they brought the blitz on a couple of third downs and weren't able to get there. This time we were able to get there, good coverage down the field, and we got Rayner just running around in the backfield, and eventually we were able to get home and get him on the ground, force that field goal. Maybe the blitz becomes a big part of the defense here because we weren't able to really get any penetration from that down four. That the Arkansas State offensive line is gigantic. Right. I mean, they're 315. The smallest guy is 310, but there's the right guard is 345.
They average about 320 on their front. So that's something to definitely take into account. Rakeem Smith and Jason Patterson will go back deep for Bowling Green. Arkansas State is very good on kick return coverage, allowing only 16 yards per return. That's top 15 in the country. Jason Patterson and Rakeem Smith are back there deep. By the way, about a third of the Falcon band made it here today. It was the 420-member band.
And they still sound amazing.
Yes. Sounding great. They're going to fly right back home after this game. That's a long day, folks. So salute to the FMB, at least the portion of it that was able to come today. Here's the kickoff. Maybe returnable. It is for Rakeem Smith from the 2 left side. And he's hit hard before he gets to the 20. I told you their kick return coverage team is pretty good. And they showed it right there with Brian Whitehead on special teams making the stop. So the Bowling Green offense with their somewhat makeshift offensive line. Of course, Nick Reimer was the original starting left tackle. Then he left the program. And starting right tackle, Al Schwolslager this week decided he would not play in the bowl game. So the Falcons have shifted their line around. They start at their own 18-yard line. Under center, Connor Bazelak turns and fakes it to Patterson. Looking to throw, going deep downfield. Malcolm Johnson overthrown in double coverage. As I said, 2 guys back there, though, Gibby.
Yeah, I mean, and Malcolm Johnson had a step on both guys. There was a safety that was going to be over top with the corner that was playing trail technique. That was a ball that, if thrown perfectly, could have been 6 points. But Connor Bazelak took a shot at the end. He overthrew that ball by about 4 yards.
So 2nd and 10 now. Trips out to the right for Bazelak. Patterson with him in the backfield. It's 3-0 Arkansas State. Rakeem Smith motions into the backfield. The Falcons throw opposite the motion to Fannin. And Harold will squeeze out about 4 or 5 yards on that 101st reception of the season. Justin Parks made the stop for ASU.
They're giving him credit for giving it about 6. Harold Fannin was able to squeeze forward at the end and twisted with that 6'4" frame and added an extra about 1.5 yards to that end of that run.
We'll call it 3rd and 5. Patterson remains at running back on the right hash. 3 receivers left. Fannin out to the right, or Fannin coming off the left edge in motion. Single receiver right, 3rd and 5. Bazelak pressured, steps up, crunched. So the Falcon offensive line failing early as somebody got a twist around there and got a sack. That looked to be big number 40, Ian Jeffries, and the Falcons will have to punt. So not an auspicious beginning for the revamped offensive line, Gibby.
Yeah, not at all. Whenever you got guys that are playing, and they haven't played in 3 weeks, a month, and now they're, playing in different positions, it's going to take some time. You hope that they're gel before it comes. But we saw that those twists, those were a problem early in the season. They've come back to haunt us again.
Courtney Jackson, the punt returner. John Henderson will accept the snap at his own 2-yard line. Hangs up a wobbler. Jackson moving back into his right. Fields it at his 40. Eludes a man. Look out. Jackson midfield. Jackson to the BG 40. Up the sideline. 30. 20. Gone. 60-yard punt return. Courtney Jackson. And it's 9-0 in favor of Arkansas State.
That's rough. That was just good blocking, good special teams play. Bowling Green just weren't able to get off their blocks to get to the punt returner. And I just can't help but notice the energy that you see on that Arkansas State sideline. You would think that they were playing in the CFP the way that they're bouncing and jumping around. They came here and they ain't playing no games.
Well, the game they're playing is 9-0 here to start the contest, as the Falcons, who have been so good on punt coverage and special teams in general today, got burned on that one. That's the first real punt return they've allowed this season. They were only allowing a punt return of a minuscule amount throughout the season, but Arkansas State burns them here, and the PAT is good. Of course, Arkansas State coming into the game, Courtney Jackson already had a punt return touchdown this season, and they were 10th in the nation in punt return average. PAT makes it 10-0 in favor of Arkansas State. Time for another timeout with Fremont Federal Credit Union, your trusted teammate for all things financial. Whether you're planning for your future or managing today, they're here for you. Visit FremontFCU.com, federally insured by the NCUA. 10-0 Red Wolves. You're listening to Falcon Football from Learfield.
Company is your one-stop shop for award-winning craft beer, 4-star rated food, coffee, and non-alcoholic hop water in the heart of downtown BG. Stop in today to try our new lunch menu items, play trivia or name that tune, listen to live music, study, or just hang out with friends. Have an upcoming event? Allow Juniper to cater or host in our private event space. Recently won or placed in 7 separate categories in the Best of BG 2024 guide. If you've not tried us yet, what are you waiting for?
Craving Penn Station East Coast subs, but too busy to go in and place your order? Skip the line and order online. Online ordering now available at penn-station.com. Finding your favorite sub and pairing it with some delicious fresh cut fries and thirst-quenching fresh squeezed lemonade is easy online. Visit penn-station.com to satisfy your craving. It's all about good taste.
Not looking good early, 10-0 Arkansas State. We've only played 7 minutes here in Mobile. Todd Walker, John Gibson with you here at the 68 Ventures Bowl. Fan SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations. Whether you're buying or selling tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Bowling Green Falcons. Expect the expected with SeatGeek. Let's go down to the Bowling Green sideline with Kevin Peel. Got to be a little bit of a stunned shock down there.
Yeah, a little shock and awe, unfortunately, for the Falcons. You saw that punt up in the air, kind of battling that breeze, that right to left, and just one move to the left. Great block set up on the outside, and it just seemed like the Falcons couldn't quite touch him, couldn't quite get there. It was an excellent setup, and yeah, for Bowling Green, who's been excellent special teams for the most part this year. Coach certainly looks at it as a key area where he could steal scores in big games like this, but unfortunately, Falcons already down a big score in terms of that touchdown. So certainly something they have to regroup quickly, especially after a tough first drive, guys.
Bowling Green had only allowed 104 punt return yards all season on 22 returns. That one went for 60 and a touchdown. And the Falcons are down 10-0 as they're about to accept this kickoff for already a second time in this first quarter. Fans Bud Light is a proud sponsor of BGSU Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Jason Patterson, Rakeem Smith back to return it. Rakeem Smith was blasted at about the 19-yard line on the first return. And this very good coverage team for Arkansas State. And the kick is away. And that one's got some carry to it, and that'll easily be a touchback, landing about 7 yards deep. Now, Gibby, the Falcons, first time they had the ball, didn't do anything with it, but the offensive line really struggled on that twist game on that third down pass rush.
Yeah, and the twists were something that gave us trouble early in the year as we were kind of switching around the line with Reimer and Wolfslager and all those guys. And now without those guys, the twist game is just smart defense, because you don't know what you don't know until you see it. And it's one thing to see it from a right tackle, but to see it from a left guard, when it's completely different.
And off to Jason Patterson. No, it's a fake, and a throw by Bazelak to Fannin, and he is blasted behind the line of scrimmage. So already we're seeing some misdirection. They're trying to get the ball to Fannin, but Justin Parks wasn't fooled.
Yeah, I want to see it. I think it's time to just hand the ball off.
Yeah, say, why not just try to run the ball and do something like that?
Yeah, let the run open up the pass type of situation. This team has given up 230 yards rushing per game. We should be able to run the football.
2nd and 11. Patterson remains the running back. Rakeem Smith in motion. They fake it to him, give it to Patterson up the middle. Breaks one tackle with a spin. Falls forward to the 29-yard line. He'll pick up 5, make it 3rd and 6. Charles Willikis on the tackle for ASU. Big third down here for Bowling Green, already trailing 10-0 in the first quarter. It is 3rd down and 6 at the 29-yard line. Harold Fannin has 2 catches for about 4 yards. 3rd down and 6. Finn Hogan motions through the formation. Shotgun with a running back. Triangle trips on the left. Fannin on the right. Bazelak climbs the pocket. Guns it deep downfield. And overthrown, and flags everywhere. As Malcolm Johnson was trying to get down there with him. And I think there was some malfeasance there by the guys in white.
Yeah, about 10 yards down the field, Malcolm Johnson was trying to go ahead and kick it in the 5th gear to go get that ball, because it was in the air. And the defensive back had a good hold on him, and you saw him kind of raise up like he's trying to really pull through a grab.
Automatic first down.
So it is DPI.
Yeah, it made it a very easy call.
Well, Malcolm Johnson is a guy they have thought all year they could get the deep pass to. They just never really have clicked on it. There have been several near misses. But if they're going to win this game tonight, they got to get more plays like that, either DPI or hit those passes. Now here's the fake handoff to Johnson, throw over the middle. Harold Fannin reaches up, makes a grab, and plows through Red Wolves, pulling them across the Arkansas State 35 down to the 33-yard line.
So what we're seeing from the Red Wolves defense, the way they're trying to take Harold Fannin out of the game is by having Jordan Mahoney, their right cornerback, has been following him. Anytime he's on the right side of the field, they're guarding him with the cornerback, not with a safety or a linebacker, which you typically see for a tight end.
Terrion Stewart makes his debut in the game. 1st and 10 at the Arkansas State 33. Hand it to Terrion, nothing there. Loss of 2. Charles Willikis leading the charge. And by the way, Harold Fannin breaking the all-time single season FBS yardage in a season for a tight end with that catch. That 28-yard gain on that last play. Patterson checks in now after Terrion Sturt was blasted in the backfield, 2nd and 12. Bazelak in the gun from the ASU 35. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Bazelak gives ground, throws short to Patterson, and he will get about 4 on the far sideline to the 31. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And again, you're not really in field goal range. Technically you are, but it's kind of a tricky wind day. If you're going to kick field goals, you'd rather be a little closer. But of course, you're trying to get touchdowns. Terrion Sturt back in the game at running back on 3rd down and 8. At the Arkansas State 31. Red Wolves lead 10-0. 5 minutes to go in the first. Quick throw. No, they drop the football. Now Stewart picks it up. Running backward to the 40. They're well out of field goal range now, and that's going to blow the whole thing up. Wait a minute. He never went down, but they blew it dead way back at the 44. I couldn't tell if that was a botched exchange or if they were going to.
It looked like they were trying some type of statue. No, that was not a botched exchange.
What happened there?
I think Terrion just ran into the quarterback.
That's what. Yeah, that thing was all discombobulated. So the Falcons will have to punt. Courtney Jackson just returned 160 yards for a touchdown. Last time he touched it. By the way, that loss was of 12 yards back at the Arkansas State 43-yard line. So John Henderson will try to pin him deep. No, he's going to fake it and throw it downfield. He's got Malcolm Johnson wide open for a touchdown. BGSU. John Henderson, are you kidding me? He hung out a frozen rope right on the money. How about that?
That was a pretty ball. I mean, everything looked like punt. That was an excellent job by Henderson selling punt. And then all of a sudden, 6 points on the board, ball in the hands of number 1.
Just when I think things couldn't get worse, they go and redeem themselves with a fake punt touchdown pass.
I'm trying to figure out what the quarterback was doing in that situation. He completely peeled off of Malcolm Johnson, and Malcolm Johnson was completely wide open.
Yeah, he was absolutely uncovered.
Yeah, he peeled off and ran to the sideline for some reason.
And I mean to tell you, John Henderson hung out an absolute spiral line drive. And the PAT is good, and Bowling Green has life here in Mobile. 10-7 in favor of Arkansas State. 4:04 to go in the first. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Elegant experience close to home. Hancock Hotel is located in downtown Findlay. Boutique hotel with 99 guest rooms. Enjoy a new take on Ohio Classic with Mancy's Steakhouse at the Hancock Hotel. Mancy's has gained fame since 1921 by serving the freshest seafood and best quality steaks and chops around. Whether it's a wedding for 300 or a board of directors meeting for a few, our goal is to ensure that every event is uniquely and truly memorable. Visit our website at hancockhotel.com.
Now the Bowling Green Falcons are right back in it here in Mobile. A fake punt pass for a touchdown, 43 yards, makes it 10-7 Arkansas State. Back from the media timeout. When life calls the timeout, Fremont Federal Credit Union is ready with the perfect play for your financial future. Stop by one of their branches or visit fremontfcu.com to join the winning team, federally insured by NCUA. Let's go down to the sideline with Kevin Peel. Things are looking a little brighter down there now, huh?
Yeah, guys, and I was just trying to get position in the end zone to kind of follow the punt, see if they can pin it down. Then all of a sudden, just watching Henderson, that play develop, which, of course, he's shown the ability to pull off fakes this year, whether it be, He definitely has the cannon, as we saw there, but he's also run for first downs this year as well. Just a perfect ball, and Malcolm Johnson was not going to miss the opportunity to rise up, make that catch. Just a perfect play there for the Falcons, in particular because you gave up the touchdown on special teams just moments ago on the punt return, and to get that one back on what looked like a doomed drive is a huge boost for this team, guys. A big turn in this game in the first quarter.
Well, certainly a great time to call it. You like to call it when you're around midfield, John, but the other thing was, after the botched play by Bowling Green and the big loss on third down, everything seemed demoralized, and they pulled that out of the hat, and they caught him asleep.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's no better time to throw that play and then to have it executed perfectly, to be able to answer a score in the kicking game with your own score in the kicking game. You know, evening that ledger, I mean, you can't ask for much more from that. Now we need a superlative effort from the defense. They've got to lock the gate, they've got to close the door, and they've got to get the ball back for the offense.
So it's 10-7 in favor of Arkansas State with 4:04 to go in the first quarter. John Henderson has run a couple times for first downs this year on fake punts, but man, what a throw to a wide open Malcolm Johnson. Here's the kickoff, and it will be at the goal line and bouncing through for a touchback. So now, Gibby, as you mentioned, Arkansas State had a lot of juice at the front end of this game, but sometimes you kind of, burn your wick too quickly to see if Bowling Green now can keep taking the action to them.
Well, it's easy to have a lot of energy when your team is up 10-0 and everything's working. The question is, how do you respond to adversity? Right. And so we're going to see on this drive, can the Red Wolves respond, when the Falcons start hitting back?
Zach Wallace in the backfield with Rayner. Shotgun formation. 1st and 10 at the 25. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They fake the handoff. There's a little pressure. Rayner steps up in the pocket as a man running open downfield at midfield. Courtney Jackson. Tracy Revels made the stop, but not until he got 26 yards to the Bowling Green 49-yard line. So Arkansas State into their hurry up now. But the officials hold things up. 1st and 10 at the Bowling Green 49. Shotgun with a running back again. Rayner hands it off inside, and they'll stop it for no, they won't. They can't get the running back on the ground, Zach Wallace. They finally ride him down after a 3-yard gain to the 46-yard line. 10-7 Arkansas State. We're late first quarter here in Mobile. Wallace stays in the game. 2nd and 7. Shotgun with a running back. 4-man rush. Rayner chucks it up too high for his man left side, looking for Corey Rucker in front of Ja'Cory Benjamin there. And again, that's twice he's really kind of missed Rucker with not well-placed ball. That's 3rd and 7.
Well, that's the 3rd ball that he's thrown that's been too high for his receiver. That seems to be a problem for him. And if it continues, it's going to lead to a turnover.
3rd and 7 at the Bowling Green 46-yard line. Again, Wallace, the running back. Rayner in the shotgun, now changing up the play. Got a wing left, 2 receivers right, a wide out left. 4-man rush, a little bit of pressure, and it's going to nearly be a sack for Hawkins, but Rayner gets away and throws downfield, battered away by the Bowling Green defensive back. That was a great play.
On the 15-yarder on Joe Sip. Joe Sip with a taunting penalty for looking at the sideline. Look at me. Hey, I made a play, because that's what you're supposed to do on a football field. You're supposed to make plays.
I think it was Trent Sims that might have knocked it away, or was it Sip? I think it was Sims.
I think it was Sims that knocked it away.
It was.
And Sip got the 15-yarder for taunting the sideline.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 8.
Well, they gave it to Sims.
First conduct foul of the game. The penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. An automatic first down.
Yeah, my spotter says it was Sip as well, but they gave it to Sims.
No, Sims pointed at one of their coaches. It was Sims.
Okay.
But Sip was looking at their sideline too. So it could have been either one of them.
Well, that's a very boneheaded play. 1st and 10 at the 31. Play fake. Rayner rolling right, throwing short, and breaking a tackle. Ely tucked and taken down the sideline by Cal El Pascal at the 16-yard line. 15 yards and another first down. So Bowling Green boneheading their way out of a stop, and now red zone for Arkansas State, and hurry up. Shotgun with a running back. Rayner, quick throw left side to Ely. Ely taken down at about the 13-yard line.
A good job by Jordan Oladokin on there, keeping that outside arm free, forcing that receiver to cut it up in where he had people to help him out. Jordan Oladokin was the one that made that play.
Looked like he was being held to me. 2nd and 7. Cross the running back from the BG 13. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. A wing on the left. Rayner awaiting that shotgun snap. BG showing a little extra rush. They don't bring it. Handoff inside to Cross. Tripped up by Ja'Cory Benjamin, falling forward to the 11.
It was a flag thrown by the umpire at the 8-yard line. Now, in the way through it looked normally like the holding area.
It's a 2-yard gain, would set up 3rd and 5, pending the penalty here.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. The penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. Correction from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
So a face mask makes it 1st and goal.
They give that to Joseph.
They didn't say the number. It's at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Red Wolves, shotgun with a running back. That's Zach Wallace joining Rayner in the backfield. Rayner looking to throw. Lofts it to the back of the end zone and missed his man. Looking out there for Courtney Jackson. 2nd down and 6.
Just a
2nd down and goal from the 5, excuse me.
Just running that corner route, running it to that back right flag in the end zone. Tracy Revels.
Falcon defense, 2 15-yard penalties on this drive. 2nd and goal at the 5. Well, I guess they're going to officially call it the 6-yard line. Rayner on the Q keep up the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas State. So Jalen Rayner erases all the fuss about the fake punt touchdown and says, watch this. We're just going to drive 75 yards and retake a 2-score lead. Rayner's 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons trail by a count of 16-7.
You know, we said that we wanted to see how the Red Wolves were going to respond. This is a heck of a response. I mean, but 75 yards, Bowling Green gave 30 of it up on boneheaded penalties.
No doubt. 8 plays, 75 yards, a 2 15-yard penalty. The taunting penalty really is stupid. I mean, that's just a dumb penalty. And that would have forced them, that would have been at the Bowling Green 46, would have been 4th and 7. They almost certainly would have punted the football. Instead, look at me. I did something great. And yeah, you did something great. You gave them a first down, and now they have a touchdown.
Yeah, and Trent Sims, I mean, he was arguing, he was yelling. It was an exchange between him and a coach. The person that he was yelling at had on a pullover.
17-7.
Like, you know, if I'm going to jaw, Todd, I'm going to jaw with somebody I can hit. I'm not going to jaw with somebody that's going to be on the sideline all game long.
Well, the Falcons maybe a little bit too much adrenaline here tonight. Some mistakes. And I guess we are getting some clarification on that last. The fake punt was not John Henderson. It was Baron May.
Oh, wow.
That snuck into the game to punt. Obviously, we were not aware of that.
No, I thought it was Henderson.
Yeah, I did too. And Baron May isn't even on the roster they put out here on the
exactly.
So here's the kickoff, and that will go out of bounds. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Peel here.
Yeah, Baron May dresses, wears number 18, and throws the touchdown pass. Of course, you would think that they would maybe sense there was a different number, but of course, him being a little further down the depth chart, maybe Arkansas State didn't quite tell that it was Baron May instead of John Henderson. What a design there for Bowling Green, and it worked out. But now Bowling Green has to respond again offensively, down 10, guys.
Yeah, well, I didn't even think about it being Baron May either, obviously. Bazelak from the shotgun. Checks it down short to Jamal Johnson. He's hit immediately for about a 2-yard gain. So the Falcons right now are getting fairly well dominated in this game.
This game is chippy, almost like it's a conference game. I'm wondering, did we do something to Arkansas State that I don't know about? Did the gymnastics team go hard on them in a friendly last year? I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's not been to Bowling Green's benefit, that's for sure. A minute to go in the first quarter, they're down 17-7. Two running backs, one of them leaves now. Bazelak fakes the handoff and throws to the back to the left to Jamal Johnson, another short gain. And it'll be third down and short. And you know, John, we're seeing a bunch of dink and dunk here by the Falcons. And you just wondered if the offensive line is going to be good enough to hold up for a drop back pass when you really need protection. This is 3rd and 3.
You know, we're seeing that dink and dunk, Todd, and I want to just see some old school lineup and get a ball to the running back.
See what they do here on 3rd and 3 at the 32-yard line. Bazelak going to throw. Jamal Johnson again, and he has the first down on a short pass again. This time he gets 4 to the 36.
You know, I'm a firm believer, and if they're not gonna cover it, they're not gonna stop it. You keep running it because you know what's gonna happen, Todd. They ran that play 3 times in a row with Jamal Johnson in the flat. The next thing that comes is Jamal Johnson on a flat and up.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. It is Arkansas State 17, Bowling Green 7. We will take a break from here in Mobile. And as we go to break, we remind you that the timeout on the field, but never timeout for your financial goals. Fremont Federal Credit Union has your back for mortgages, checking accounts, and everything in between. Visit FremontFCU.com and score big. Federally insured by NCUA. Timeout after 1. Arkansas State 17, Bowling Green 7. You're listening to Falcon Football from Learfield.
Bowling Green Manor. Family owned, family values. Proudly serving Bowling Green and the surrounding communities since 1976. We offer skilled, inpatient, and outpatient therapy, long-term care, respiratory, and ventilator care. Score a touchdown in therapy with your rehab to home experts. Bowling Green Manor.
Whatever temperatures this winter brings, AW Heating and Cooling, your friendly and knowledgeable day and night dealer, is ready to help. Whether it's fixing your current system or installing a new energy-efficient day and night system, AW Heating and Cooling will make sure to keep you and your family in constant comfort. Schedule an appointment today with AW Heating and Cooling at awheatingandcooling.com. Day and Night is a proud sponsor of BGSU Athletics.
Back here in Mobile, it's 17-7 in favor of Arkansas State. And Bowling Green pulled off the fake punt, and they faked a lot of people because we thought it was John Henderson. And truthfully, I didn't even think to check the number when the punt was going on.
Yeah, when you see
it had a 1.
When
and
you see the double digit in the 1 in front,
I thought it
you
was
just
John
assume it's
Henderson.
Yeah.
Then he threw the ball. It comes to find out it's Baron May. Baron May is mysteriously missing from the numerical roster, but he is on the alphabetical roster, but he's listed with a number 8. Kevin Peel, what number of the player threw that touchdown pass?
Number 18. They
Which is
switched
not.
his jersey to pull that off, and I was
Okay.
asking multiple people down here, like, that was John Henderson, right? No way. It was Baron May who threw that touchdown pass. Incredible design, threw everyone off.
Wow.
What a design. Just incredible stuff from Alex Bayer and Scott Leffler again. They just continue to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, because the only 18 on the roster is Wynn Sharp, and we know it wasn't him. So, man, they went to great lengths to have some subterfuge and camouflage there, and it obviously worked.
I think the oddest thing for me is that Baron May is not a name that I recall seeing on the roster all season long.
Yeah, he's been on the roster. He's actually been the third or emergency quarterback all season since, Cam Orth was never available and now isn't on the team anymore. But he's never appeared in the game. And he certainly, if he would have, he wasn't wearing number 18.
Yeah.
and he wasn't back to punt. So I'm telling you, well, this is what people draw up when they have extra time from the end of the season to the bowl game, right? So we're trying to figure out what the heck's going on. BG trails 17-7. So all of that's beside the point. They've got work to do. From their own 36, 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter. Hand off to Patterson on the little wrap counter play, and Jason running hard in his final football game. Gets 5 to the 41 before Justin Hodges makes the play from the Arkansas State secondary.
And this is what I want to see, Todd. You know, a team that gives up 230 yards, we want to hit that average. We want to make them give up those yards. That plays in our favor. I hope that this second quarter we're able to settle in and run the football effectively.
Justin Peagy's the running back now. Shotgun for Bazelak. 2 receivers out to the left. Double tight end set here from the BG 41. Long count. Bazelak fakes it to Peagy's. Throws it deep downfield. Fannin at the 40. Fannin up the rail 30. Out of bounds at the 25. Harold Fannin with another big gainer. They're going to put that at the Arkansas State 26-yard line. A 23-yard gain.
Harold's just too good, man. I mean, you know, at some point in time, number 0 is going to make a play.
Well, he's got another big one there. He had a 28-yard catch earlier. He's got a 21-yard catch now.
Yeah, he caught him in the zone there, just found the zone and was running the route the way it needed to be ran. Great throw by Connor Bazelak.
Now they've got Fannin in the backfield. Peagy's in motion. They fake it to Peagy's. Throw back left to Gazarek. It's tipped and nearly intercepted. Well, there's that play that's supposed to influence people that never influences people. And it's 2nd and 10.
Oh, goodness. You know, there's that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Right.
And then there's those plays that how to frustrate your fan base and not gain yards. that play is in that playbook.
Well, you see a lot of people run it where they fake the action to one way and then throw back the other way and just expect it's going to be wide open. It never is. 2nd and 10 at the Arkansas State 26. Motion by Smith. Pitch ahead to Fannin, and he'll be crushed right near the line of scrimmage. He manages to pull forward for a couple. Marvin Ham, the Mike linebacker, was right there in that little forward shovel pass. 3rd down and 9.
You know, I think one of the things with Harold Fannin, we always talk about his big play ability. What we rarely talk about, though, is his strength, because Harold Fannin runs through more than his fair share of tackles, and we've been watching him do it since he was a true freshman.
17-7 Arkansas State. Early second quarter. BG 3rd and 9 at the ASU 25. Jamal Johnson exits the backfield. Bazelak alone in the shotgun. Throws left side, and it is up in the face mask and incomplete. Trying to get it to Malcolm Johnson. Didn't put it out in front of him enough, Gibby, and that kind of came up right into his face mask.
Malcolm Johnson's got to catch that ball. He got both hands onto it, Todd. He's got to catch that ball. Not the greatest throw, no, but a catchable ball. Malcolm Johnson's got to make that grab.
Well, Zach Long will be called upon for a 43-yard field goal attempt. Clune Van Andel made one from 46 going this way in the first quarter for Arkansas State.
You know, there's no movement on the flags here, so this should be, you know, there's no wind that should affect it.
Yeah, the wind has sort of died down.
Blocked.
It's blocked. And the ball will spin to the
Marcus
end
Bradley
at the 22-yard line. Yeah, coach was trying to get a timeout, too. He was sprinting down the sidelines, but they snapped the ball. Maybe he saw something in the way they were coming after it or the way they were going to block it, but the field goal is blocked, and a night of miscues for Bowling Green continues. Timeout here in Mobile. 12:39 to go. Second quarter. Arkansas State 17, Bowling Green 7. You're listening to Falcon Football from Learfield.
When you share your food, you share your heart. So what's on your table this holiday season? Save on your festive feast at Kroger with delicious deals on all the holiday classics. Or wow the crowd with something new, like a quinoa stuffed butternut squash. It's sure to add a pop of color to your spread. How about a sweet potato casserole with a crunchy oat streusel topping, made with care for the sweet tooth and the savory tooth? With Kroger, fill your table with love and watch as your guests' hearts get as full as their bellies. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The Willows at Bowling Green is proud to be a corporate partner of BGSU Athletics. Our brand new senior living community offers independent living, assisted living, and memory care suites to the residents who call our community home, in addition to skilled nursing and short-term rehab care. We make it our mission to provide outstanding customer service and the highest quality of care. Schedule your tour today by visiting us online at www.willowsatbowlinggreen.com or contacting us at 567-365-2066.
Back here in Mobile, it is Bowling Green trailing Arkansas State 17-7. This media timeout brought to you by Fremont Federal Credit Union, because even champions need to pause and strategize. Ready to tackle your financial goals? They have a game plan you need. Fremont Federal Credit Union. Visit them at fremontfcu.com and join the winning team. Fremont Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA. Falcons get a field goal blocked. Let's go down to the sideline, Kevin Peel.
Well, yeah, you guys were mentioning that coach seemed to be rushing to get a timeout there. I was watching the play clock run down too, and it appeared that Long had taken like one quick step as well back, kind of because the team was behind in terms of setting up for that field goal, like he was trying to rush it just a little bit. So the blocking also not in the right position because they were easily able to reach up and block that kick. Just seemed like a couple things were off on that certain play for Bowling Green. So it's difficult because BG had the awesome play with the special teams touchdown from Barron May to Malcolm Johnson, but otherwise you have the punt return touchdown for Arkansas State. Now a blocked field goal. You have the bad penalty, and just mistakes keep piling up for BG, and there's certainly a level of frustration down here because these are mistakes that certainly could have been avoided in this first half, guys.
Well, Gibby, we talked about all the guys that have come back to play this game that could have chosen to opt out, and a lot of the guys, the seniors on this team, as we've talked about all year, it's an old team. That right now they just seem to be in their own heads.
Yeah, I think that they're just not making plays, Todd. Now, they may be too keyed up. It may be too much energy, as you stated before. But right now, they're not making the plays they need to make, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. We had a chance to get off the field in the last drive, and, we shot ourselves in the foot with the penalties. We've got to make sure that we've got to calm down and start playing Bowling Green football.
Arkansas State from their own 25, 1st and 10, leading 17-7. Rayner, quick throw right side to Courtney Jackson, who has a 60-yard punt return for a score. He will move it to the 29-yard line. Jordan Oladoka in on the stop for Bowling Green.
On that play again, Todd, Jordan Oladoka will get credit for the tackle, but Tracy Revels and his aggression in attacking that and closing that from the inside out is what made the tackle possible for Oladoka.
Cross in the backfield with Rayner on 2nd and 6. Shotgun with 2 receivers left, one to the right. Rayner looking left, pressured, slips away. No contain. There he goes, running easily across the 40. And then faked a duck out of bounds and tried to roll back inbounds, and Joe Sipp threw him down out of bounds, and the Red Wolves took umbrage to that. And they should take umbrage to the fact their quarterback tried to okey-doke Joe Sipp and put him in a tough position. But he will get to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
And there's a flag on the field, way back at the line of scrimmage.
All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. There it is in the midst of that writing of the Abraham Mitchell Field.
Offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains 2nd down.
That is Tristan Smith getting the start at right guard today, and I'll bet that's where the quarterback escape happened.
It is actually right at that right guard.
It looked like Anthony Hawkins got a hand on his shoulder pad, but he shrugged that off.
Yeah, he's holding Dontrez Brown. Oh, goodness. Yeah, got a full takedown on it.
Loss of 10 makes it 2nd and 16.
And they probably could have called a hold on A.V. McGarry, too.
2nd and 16. Arkansas State at their own 19. They lead 17-7, second quarter. Rayner from the gun with a running back. Little play fake, steps up in the pocket, flips it ahead again, and gets a completion across the 30 to Jaquez Cross, the running back. Man, he throws it better with the forward pitch than he does his overhand regular throwing motion. They got 13 there, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it was a great play by the offensive line. Anthony Hawkins was coming around, and he was about to take Rayner's head off, and one of the linemen was able to chip him and get him off the path.
3rd and 3, Rayner out of the gun, quick throw, incomplete. Oladokun, great coverage against Corey Rucker. They tried to slant to their number 1 receiver, and Oladokun was up to the challenge. And Bowling Green is finally forced to punt here in this game.
You know, Corey Rucker's a big guy. He's about 34, 35 pounds heavier than Jordan Oladokun. So they're expecting him to be able to use his big body on that slant to shield Oladokun off. Heck of a play by Jordan Oladokun to be able to knock that ball, get that PBU, and end this drive.
Justin Piggy's back to receive the punt. I don't know if the punter's wearing the right number for Arkansas State. I guess we better check this now. It appears to be their regular punter, and he does boot it away. Trying to boot it away from Piggy's is Ryan Hiker, and he does so as it lands out of bounds around the 25-yard line. And they are spotting it right actually where it landed, which doesn't seem physically possible.
Yeah, it had to at least go out of bounds a yard or two before, because the ball landed in the white.
With that, we will take a break. 11:08 to play. First half, it is Arkansas State 17, Bowling Green 7. You're listening to Falcon Football from Learfield.
Bowling Green is proud to be a corporate partner of BGSU Athletics. Our brand new senior living community offers independent living, assisted living, and memory care suites to the residents who call our community home, in addition to skilled nursing and short-term rehab care. We make it our mission to provide outstanding customer service and the highest quality of care. Schedule your tour today by visiting us online at www.willows@bowlinggreen.com or contacting us at 567-365-2066.
Hey Falcon fans, have you or a family member been injured in an accident? Before you talk to any adjuster, call an attorney to learn your legal rights. The other insurance company owes you for your medical bills, lost wages, repairs to your vehicle, or even a total lost car, and your pain and suffering. It's time to call D. Lee Johnson and Associates, helping accident victims in Toledo for more than 30 years. Visit us at leejohnsonlegal.com.
Back here in Mobile, off the media timeout, Bowling Green trailing Arkansas State 17-7 here in the 68 Ventures Bowl. This media timeout brought to you by Fremont Federal Credit Union. Just like your favorite team, they're always striving for excellence. If you need help with your finances, they're here to coach you to success. FremontFCU.com is your next move, federally insured by NCUA. And we continue to marvel at Bowling Green's fake punt subterfuge. Again, to reiterate, they snuck Baron May into the game wearing number 18, who is really number 8. John Henderson, the regular punter, wears number 19, which from afar usually kind of looks like a 9 and an 8. You know, if you're not really looking at it, it kind of looks like the regular punter.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they totally bamboozled everybody with that deal.
Well, I think you got to think it was the first time that they saw the punter.
True.
Right? So because it's the first, you're not thinking about that in a game.
Right.
Hey, this isn't the regular punter.
Yeah, this is actually their third string quarterback.
Exactly.
Who doesn't wear number 18 in the first place. Yeah.
Exactly. The third string quarterback isn't even on your scouting report.
Right. I mean, really, and that just shows you the chicanery that can go on in college football. That should be illegal. You shouldn't be able to change your number.
And I think it is illegal because you think about it. Whenever there's a situation where there's this on a special teams where there's two guys that wear the same number on special teams, they always make an announcement.
Well, that's
that
because you can't have two guys with the same number on the field. That's all that is.
But you would think that they would change. You would think that would be a change also.
Well, that's a discussion for another time, I guess. But, I mean, one of the big-time trickerations ever. But Bowling Green still trailing by 10 despite that successful fake punt and switcheroo they pulled. Now we've got this inverted wishbone. Running back surrounding Bazelak in the shotgun from the Bowling Green 23. Pegues and Patterson are in there along with a tight end. They hand it to Pegues, and he will get a couple yards, and that's it. So the Falcons tried to kind of go with that power set in the backfield, and it didn't really work for them there. Charles Willikis made the tackle. I mean, the real storyline of this game is Bowling Green offense, other than a couple of nice passes to Harold Fannin, has done bupkis. And this Arkansas State defense, which is 128th in the nation in total defense, has been the better unit. 2nd and 8. Smith in motion, left to right. Fake handoff to Peagies. Blitz comes, and the ball's thrown behind Peagies on the swing pass, incomplete. Well, unfortunately, that blitz got to Bazelak before he could gather and throw a good pass to the swing out of the backfield, and he just couldn't put it on him, Gibby.
Yeah, if he could have put it on him, that would have been a big play with Peagy's speed on the outside. But the blitz got there too quick, well timed, and we weren't able to connect and make a big play out of it.
By the way, the Falcons had Blaine Cleaver as that third running back, if you will, in that inverted wishbone on first down, but now it's 3rd and 8. Jason Patterson is the running back for Bazelak. Rakeem Smith in motion over to the right side.
Coach is calling timeout.
The Falcons offense has really been dreadful tonight, Gibby. They've had problems blocking early in the game, and they have not been able to run the football. And now you see they've used so many different formations and motions and looks tonight that I'm not sure they even know what they're doing.
You know, in my opinion, we haven't been able to run the ball because we haven't committed to doing so.
Right. They haven't really stuck with it.
We've had Jason Patterson run for 4 or 5 yards on 2 separate occasions, but we haven't stuck to the running game. You know, we've gone back to the pass and using the short passing game as the running game. This team gives up 230 yards per game on average. You've got to be able to run the ball. They're going to let you run it right now. We're sitting at -10 rushing yards. You just can't, this is not a team where, we could ball control this game like we've done in the past. And this team is going to fold eventually because that's what they do.
Timeout here in Mobile. 10:25 to go, second quarter. It is 17-7, Arkansas State leading Bowling Green. You're listening to Falcon football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Mark Remus, broker with AA Green Realty. Since 1976, homeowners throughout Bowling Green and Olivewood County have placed their trust in AA Green Realty when buying, selling, or building their homes. Customer loyalty, aggressive marketing, and expert personnel continue to be the cornerstones of our success. Stop by our office at 1045 North Main Street in Bowling Green or visit our website at aagreen.com to find out why AA Green Realty has quietly become the area's real estate leader.
Looking to launch a new career in business or advance the one you love? The Schmidt-Horst College of Business at BGSU can help you take that next step. We offer the #1 ranked online MBA in Ohio, a program that allows you to choose a specialization that fits your goals. Best of all, you can earn your MBA in just 1 year. It's a powerful, smart investment in your future. Are you ready to join our community of alumni, change makers, and leaders driving public good?
Back here in Mobile at the 68 Ventures Bowl. Todd Walker, John Gibson, and Kevin Peel with you. Another media timeout. Fans, did you know Fremont Federal Credit Union is the MVP of financial services? From loans to checking, they've got the plays in their playbook to get you ahead. Visit FremontFCU.com today. Fremont Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. So the Falcons' big 3rd and 8 here. Coach Leffler using a timeout before they snap the ball. Jason Patterson will be in the backfield. The ball is at the Bowling Green 25-yard line. Malcolm Johnson, Rakeem Smith are wide left. Harold Fannin and Jamal Johnson wide right. Peagy's in the backfield with Bazelak. 3rd down and 8. Motion with Malcolm Johnson from left to right. So now 3 receivers over there. 4-man rush, now a late blitz. Bazelak deep downfield, underthrown, back shoulder. Malcolm Johnson adjusts and makes the grab at midfield. Great play by Malcolm Johnson. He played his first 4 years of college here in Alabama at Auburn, and he makes a great grab right there for 26. And that's a big one for the Falcons.
It was a good job of taking advantage of that zone coverage. The blitz did not get home, and then the back shoulder throw was perfect from Connor Bazelak.
Terrion Stewart in the backfield. His appearances tonight have coincided with negative plays. Hand off to him, bounces left. This will be a big play. Stewart pushing his way through tacklers down inside the 35. And Terrion Stewart will be at the 33-yard line. He got 16 before Justin Hodges could get him on the ground.
You know, whenever Terrion Stewart's in the game, one of the things I've noticed is that they point to him. The linebackers point to him saying, we know number 4 is in the game.
Well, we've been talking about how his pass blocking is less than ideal, and whenever he's in the game, people stack up the run. But that time he was able to get loose to the 33, 1st and 10. And to Terrion again, and he is met in the backfield, spins away from 1 and 2, but not a 3rd. Too many guys. Noah Collins, the 3rd man there, makes the stop for a loss of a yard.
Todd, you're kind of right on that too many guys, but the problem is that Terrion he made the first 2 guys miss, but instead of just hugging his double team and getting upfield, taking what the defense was giving, he was trying to bounce it outside. That's why he got caught from behind. That was a 3-yard run that was left on the field because he was trying to bounce it for a big play.
Well, that's another thing we've talked about consistently with him, and that's why, frankly, his snap count has been dwindling here late in the season because the offense has largely been more effective when he's on the sideline. Charles Willikis, by the way, is the man down on the play.
You know, he's the ultimate feast or famine player.
Right.
Right? Because it's like he can give you the best big plays that you could ever see, but on the mundane, the rank and file, he's going to lose 4 or 5, 3 yards here, 2 yards there, and it's going to be about 5 of those plays per game, and sometimes they don't off balance per game.
Yep. Well, he lost a yard there, makes it 2nd and 11. Willikis able to get off the field. Falcons at the Red Wolf 34-yard line. 17-7 Arkansas State. A game that has featured a passel of mistakes. Johnson in the backfield with Bazelak, and number 90 comes crashing into one of the BG offensive linemen, pointing. BG pointing back. It's a game of I said, he said. The officials confer. They don't know either, so they'll come up with some kind of answer here.
Offside. Defense. Number 90 in the neutral zone, causing a reaction from the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
So I guess Tim Hardiman can, what do they say, Gibby, when you're pointing at somebody, there's 5 pointing right back at yourself?
Every time you point one finger, there's 3 pointing back at you.
Yeah, so he's the man. 2nd down and 6. Now Jason Patterson at running back. BG trailing 17-7. 2nd quarter here in Mobile. Shotgun with 2 receivers out to the left. Hand off to Patterson. Nice little counter play up the middle. He'll get to the 27.
See that, and that's what I like about Patterson. Patterson doesn't give you the big play ability of Terrion, but Patterson is one of those guys who's going to average 4 yards or more every play, every game, because he hits the hole, he's one cut and go, and he's going to run somebody over to pick up those last couple of yards.
You got 2 on that one. 3rd and 4 at the 27. Falcons are down 10, nearing the midpoint of the 2nd quarter. Patterson and Stewart in the backfield with Bazelak. Actually, Fannin is back there with Patterson. Bazelak in the shotgun. Hogan and Johnson wide right. Single receiver wide left. Bazelak over the middle. Harold Fannin, 1st down and more, carrying Red Wolves to the 8-yard line. Harold Fannin continues to obliterate the record book, 1st and goal.
Harold Fannin just taking advantage of this zone coverage. Arkansas State has been playing mostly zone, and Harold Fannin has been excellent at finding the soft spots in the zone and being able to catch the ball by throttling down or speeding up based off of where the defenders are standing.
1st and goal, Bowling Green. We talked about their red zone offense has not been very efficient this year. Let's see if they can cash in. From the 8, Patterson in the backfield with Bazelak. Harold Fannin is on the right side. Motion left to right, Jamal Johnson. Fake it to him. Throw right side, Patterson out of the backfield. Touchdown, BGSU. Jason Patterson, his first touchdown reception of the season. And it caps off a 77-yard Bowling Green touchdown drive. And with 6:46 to go in the second quarter, 17-13 Arkansas State.
When you're a 220-pound running back and there's one man between you and the goal line, you are supposed to punish him for even thinking like he's supposed to tackle you. And that's exactly what Jason Patterson did. He lowered that shoulder, punished that kid, and scored a touchdown.
Jason Patterson with his 6th touchdown of the year, first through the air. And a PAT coming for Zach Long. And it's good. And Bowling Green has cut the deficit to 17-14 with 6:46 to go in the first half. Now can the defense start to string some things together? They forced a punt last time, but the drive before that, they gave up the long touchdown drive thanks to 2 15-yard penalties. So maybe the defense can get dialed in here. 17-14, Bowling Green's deficit. And there's been enough weirdness and mistakes in this first half. And Gibby, you see this in bowl games. I mean,
yeah,
you've had a long layoff, so the coaches for both teams had a lot of time to scheme things up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the players have gotten rested, but maybe rusty. You sometimes see it get chippy in a bowl game, especially guys want to win their last game. So it gets kind of personal. And we've seen all that tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, and then on top of that, you know, you've broken the monotony of playing every week. And so you got guys that are getting used to game speed again. You know, you see a lot of wonky things in these bowl games, but that's why we love them, because you never know what you're going to see.
Cross and Ely back to return the kick from Zach Long. This looks returnable, high and short. And Cross lets it bounce at the 9, gets it on a bounce, and down he goes at about the 12-yard line. Nice coverage by the Falcons.
Now, it's a whole bunch of people wearing orange in the crowd that are screaming and hollering. Before, it was all the folks in the red. But now we got a flag on the field. But it's got to be on the return team.
Yeah, it's all the way up at the 30-yard line,
yeah, it's
too.
gotta be, that's going to be a
You would think.
Holding.
Holding.
Receiving team, number 33. The penalty being forced half the distance to goal from the end of the return. First down.
Now, Bowling Green's defense has got to do the job of getting off of the field.
Well, 3 and out here is what
Got
you
to
want.
get off the field.
You
here.
got them pinned back at the 6 or 7-yard line here.
I mean, unless you can get a pick six. I mean,
sure.
Unless you can get a pick six. Now, we ain't got to have a 3 and out. We can pick six them.
I mean, Toledo had 3 of them today. Why can't you spread that around a little bit?
We don't use that word on this broadcast station.
First and 10. A-State from their 6. Rayner in the gun, Cross with him. Gives it to him, and he will push it ahead. C.J. Brown with the tackle. Evan Branch Haynes on the assist. And they'll get about 4 on the play. Second down and 6 at the 11. Cross remains in at running back. They're going with tempo here. They're right back at the line. Now they're checking the play. 2 receivers right. For Rayner in the gun with Cross. Hands it to Cross, finds a hole, and is tripped up just as it looked like he was about to bust through. And that was Joe Sipp, who did a nice job knifing in and tripping him up for a gain of 3, make it 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, that offensive line, man, they're so big and they're shoulder to shoulder. Joe Sipp was trying to come in on a run blitz, and he couldn't. Only thing he really could do was to grab the running back's ankle.
So tight splits by those big O linemen, 3rd and 3. They flop both tight ends from right to left. Shotgun for Rayner. Now a tight end goes back to the right. Rayner looking to throw. Steps up, checks it down short, juggling grab, and a first down. Falcons surround the man. Finally get Corey Rucker down. And now we're going to get a late whistle. Thought they were throwing a flag, but no. But Rucker got just enough for the first down on 3rd and 3.
You know, and that was one of that throw was so easy. Rayner could have thrown that ball underhanded to Rucker.
4-yard pickup.
You know, Rucker had to have been the last option because he was a shallow crosser coming from the far side of the field.
Zach Wallace in the backfield with Rayner. 3 receivers right in the gun. 1st and 10. Hand to Wallace. Hit by Brock Horn and brought down for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Brock Horn had to make that tackle there because if he does not hold on, If he does not hold on to Wallace right there, that's going to be a big play because Bowling Green's action was to the opposite side. They were slanting to the right. That play hit back to the left.
17-14, Arkansas State. 4.5 minutes to go first half here in Mobile. 2 receivers each way for Rayner, plus a running back. That's Wallace on 2nd down and 7. Rayner drops the pass, throws down the middle, got his man open. Rutgers behind the defense, and goodbye. Falcons busted a coverage. Joe Sipp was looking around the whole time, and that's gone for Rutgers, 79 yards. And right back up 2 scores is Arkansas State. They lead 23-14.
Yeah, and I don't know. I couldn't tell who busted that coverage, but like you said, I saw the same thing you saw, Todd. Joe Sipp looked lost. He didn't know who he was covering. Let's see here.
Well, I doubt it was supposed to be your linebacker covering their best receiver.
Exactly.
So something went wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong with there. Looks like there was supposed to be a safety over the top that was supposed to take Rucker, and they never showed up.
Indeed, they did not. So a PAT coming up for Clune Van Andel to make it a 10-point game again. And it's good. 24-14. Arkansas State at the 4:13 marker, quarter number 2. Let's go down to the Bowling Green sideline. Kevin Peel is down there. Maybe he can figure out what happened.
Yeah, Joe Sipp there was beat on the play. I'm not sure if he thought the ball was maybe underthrown, but he slowed down for just a split second. And when he did that, then he was beat by several steps. It was an easy walk-in touchdown. So I don't know if he just didn't see the ball correctly in the air or if he thought it was going to be underthrown, both. In any case, it did not work out. A big busted coverage there for the Falcons. And unfortunately, that touchdown, guys, feels kind of reminiscent to what happened in that Miami game as well. Bowling Green started to get momentum. And then a big pass play like that pushed the lead back to 2 scores for Miami. So let's hope that's not a repeat here tonight in Mobile, guys.
Well, that was also in the 4th quarter. This is only in the 2nd quarter, so time to recover from the mistake, unlike the regular season finale. Here is the kickoff from the Red Wolves. Rakeem Smith will watch it sail over his head to his right and bounce in the end zone. So now the Bowling Green offense, no reason to panic here. Their last drive, they finally put it together and 8 plays, 77 yards. And remember, Bowling Green gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So ideally what you'd like to see here is a nice, smooth touchdown drive and keep it at a 1-score game going to the locker room.
Yeah, I hope that we continue that focus on the running game that we saw in the last drive. Jason Patterson, again, picking up 5-6 yards, chunk plays, on just regular running plays.
1st and 10 from the BG 25. Connor Bazelak to throw downfield, looking for his man. Rakeem Smith reaches out and grabs that football right before it hit the turf at the 48-yard line. Great diving, reaching grab by Rakeem Smith, 23 yards.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled that right off of a blade of grass, Todd. That was a heck of a grab by Rakeem Smith. Over the last quarter of the season, Rakeem Smith has really come on as a big play receiver, and it shows again here in the bowl game.
Well, I think Bowling Green's got more chunk plays in the pass game tonight than they've had all season. 1st and 10 at the 48. Terrion Stewart in the backfield with Bazelak. They fake it to him. Throw left side, Rakeem Smith. He's got some blockers. Bazelak, or I should say Smith on the pass from Bazelak, will cut it down to the 31-yard line. He had Gazarek and Fannin out blocking for him. He ends up getting 21 yards.
Yeah, Gazarek and Fannin did a great job, but those defenders did a great job of keeping those guys in front of them. They made it hard for Rakeem to make a big play because when he initially caught that ball and I yelled big play, I was thinking that they were going to clear that out and you were going to see Rakeem's speed take him into the end zone.
1st and 10 at the A-State 31. Bazelak has Stewart with him in the backfield. 2 receivers right. Hand off to Terrion. Spins and then spin down by the linebacker, Charles Willikus. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 24-14, Arkansas State leads here in Mobile. We are approaching the 2-minute warning. Jamal Johnson will check into the backfield for Bowling Green. Fannin lines up on a tight end right. Finn Hogan next to him, split out a little bit. Two receivers left. Rakeem Smith, one of them, motions left to right. From the ASU 31, Bazelak, middle screen, there's Fannin. Fannin has Burns in front of him. Harold Fannin, 15, jumps over a man at the 10, out of bounds at the 8. Well, there's Harold Fannin doing what he does, Gibby.
Yeah, that is Harold Fannin doing what he does, Ty. But, I love to give some love to my offensive linemen. And Jake Burns had a great block to springing, and Alex Patchett got downfield to make that a big play. Those big linemen are running.
2-minute warning here in Mobile, and we have used all of our breaks, so we'll tell you that this media timeout is brought to you by Fremont Federal Credit Union, where every member is a star player. Score big with their great rates and service at FremontFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA. Also, fans, of course, Falcon Outfitters is BGSU's official campus store. Follow them on Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram for exclusive offers, sales, and promotions. Shop FalconOutfitter.com for all of your BGSU needs. So it's been a sort of a strange odyssey of a first half here. Bowling Green has had its share of mistakes, a couple of 15-yard penalties. Terrion Stewart ran into the quarterback, caused a fumble, but Bowling Green converted a fake punt when they gave the third-string quarterback a different jersey and snuck him in the game because he looks like the punter, and he threw a touchdown pass to Malcolm Johnson. Then we had Bowling Green's defense self-destruct with those penalties on a touchdown drive. We saw Arkansas State return a punt 60 yards for a touchdown. So we've seen a little bit of everything here tonight, Gibby.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bowl game. It's a bowl game, and these are the games that you typically find that are going to make things a little bit, that are going to be a little wild, going to be a little wonky. And this is living up to it. This is the reason why ESPN wants everybody to go to a bowl game, because they can create these matchups, and it's entertaining television throughout the holidays.
Well, again, we don't say the name of Toledo, but their game earlier today was absurd. That 6 overtime affair with Pitt, that was just bonkers in Detroit. The MAC, by the way, 3-1 early in the bowl season here. Falcons trying to hold up their end of the deal. Kevin Peel is with us down on the sideline, and the Bowling Green sideline early was kind of smacked in the mouth and then overreacted and had some ups and downs. So what's the mood right now?
Yeah, I would say it's hopeful, especially with the way this drive and the last two drives, to be honest, have unfolded. Now, they haven't punched this in for points yet, but you're seeing that passing game really starting to open up. Of course, the rushing yard total, you have 7 for the game, but for most of that first quarter, Bowling Green was in the negative in that regard. So they're not yet really moving the needle in terms of running the ball, minus that one big run for Terrion Stewart. But things seem to be progressing in a positive light. And, of course, too, being able to find a way to get Harold Fannin, your big-time playmaker, the ball, certainly helping momentum for BG as they try to punch this in, guys.
2 minutes to go in the half. And remember, Arkansas State has all of their timeouts left. Falcons have 2 left.
Wow. Harold Fannin is already over 100 yards for the game. 7 catches, 104 yards.
First and goal at the 8. Terrion Stewart in it, running back. Fannin and Johnson are wide right, that being Malcolm Johnson. Bazelak in the shotgun. Hands it to Terrion, and he is fighting, but there are 3 guys right there. No gain on the play. Second and goal.
There's a penalty flag down that came in super duper late. And it may be on Tunde Fadakausi on a personal foul. He was the only Falcon over there on that side of the field.
He is prone to getting personal fouls.
Yeah, and Alex Padgett is talking to him right now.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense,
Oh.
number 0. The
All right.
forced half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, and an automatic first down.
Now to put it at the 4-yard line, first and goal. So BG converted a touchdown last time they had first and goal. in goal-to-go situations this year for Bowling Green. 18 touchdowns and a field goal in 23 tries after the touchdown earlier. Yeah, I think this Arkansas State team just basically is a kind of a cheap shot team, I think is kind of what we heard before the game, and now we're hearing it and seeing it here.
Yeah, I mean, they're a rah-rah squad, and we've seen it. We've seen them on the sideline. They get that energy going, and that's the way they play, and it intimidates some teams, but some teams can stand up to it.
First and goal at the 4. Bazelak throwing to the back of the end zone, incomplete, looking for Levi Gazarek. A lot of window dressing on that play for Bowling Green, a lot of motions and change of formation there, but ultimately amounted to nobody being open. Second and goal at the 4. Minute 42 to go in the half. 24-14 Arkansas State. Falcons have it at the 4. Second and goal. Bazelak going to go under center here. Looks like Patterson the fullback, Jamal Johnson the tailback. Fannin motions from left to right. Second and goal at the 4. Play fake. Bazelak pressured immediately, gets away, throws to the end zone, nearly intercepted. Caught on the tip drill by Harold Fannin. Count it. Touchdown. BGSU. Should have been a pick, but it fell into the lap of Fannin off the tip drill by Justin Parks. And Bowling Green cuts the lead to 24-20 with a minute 36 to go in the first half. You talk about a lucky break, John Gibson.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, that play was not supposed to be a touchdown. Jamal Johnson missed this block. Bazelak made the guy miss, and then Fannin, the ball bounces right into his lap. And he's not going to get an easier touchdown than that.
That ball should have been intercepted.
Yeah, it should have been intercepted. That was tip drill.
Wow. PAT is good, and this wacky game continues. 24-21 Arkansas State. A minute 36 to go until halftime. That was a 7-play, 75-yard drive for Bowling Green. 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Harold Fannin, touchdown catch, his 10th of the year, his 11th overall touchdown. By the way, his 100-yard game already, his 8th of the year, his 9th of his career. Let's go down to the sideline with Kevin Peel. Man, this game is wacky.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the cornerback actually had snuck back into the play, and he was the one that tipped that ball. The linebacker who was covering Fannin had his back to Bazelak, who was throwing it. It was the corner that nearly undercut it and intercepted it, snuck through him, and then, of course, tipped into the hands of Fannin. I think what Bowling Green was doing, potentially Fatukasi and also Paget, they were frustrated because Terrion Stewart came off the field like he was poked in the eye after that first down and goal play. They might have been somewhat defending him, guys, because that was what the extra frustration was. It looked like before that penalty was called.
That makes sense because ESPN was showing Terrion walking off the field after that play, and he was grabbing at his face.
Yep. Here's the kickoff. Taken at the 3-yard line. This is by Cross. He's a good returner.
Whoa.
Falcons get to him. Now flag comes out. They can't tackle him. Now we just got this pile up about the 25-yard line. A flag in the middle of all that. Minute 26 to go until halftime. Well, like we said, we heard Arkansas State plays a little dirty, and I think that's coming to fruition here. And sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. But the Falcons got a dumb taunting penalty earlier. That's certainly not the way you fight the fire, right, Gibby?
Yeah, you got to keep your head. These teams that thrive on this dirty type of play, they're hoping that it intimidates you, makes you timid. You have to be bold without going overboard. You have to measure restraint, which when you're 18 to 22 years old, 23, 24.
After all that, they decided there was no foul.
Yeah,
of course.
At this age, restraint is not the strong suit of these guys, even though some of them have 401ks.
So it's at the 25-yard line of A-State. They have all 3 timeouts, and they have thrived in the 2-minute drill this year.
Well, I mean, because they're that hurry-up ball, the 2-minute drill is just regular offense for them.
Right. Pistol formation. Rayner has Wallace behind him. Now he moves over to his left. Hands it to Zach Wallace. And he will push his way to the 32. He got 7. C.J. Brown on the tackle. Clock at 1:10 first half. Falcons trail by 3. In the game, it feels like they're trailing by 2 touchdowns, really. Rayner from the gun. Blitz comes, he slips it, and then is brought down by Joe Sipp. Joe Sipp with the sack back at the 28. A loss of 4 makes it 3rd and 7. And the Falcons, I think, used a timeout here with a minute, or I should say 54 seconds to play.
Correction. Timeout Bowling Green. That's their second timeout of the half. Please reset the game clock to 56 seconds.
I don't know about calling that timeout here because now if they get a first down, they can move on you.
Yeah.
I would have been satisfied going to halftime right here. I would have made them use a timeout.
Yeah, Coach is being aggressive, though. I mean, this is a bowl game. You'll never have this group of guys together again.
Right.
Why not throw caution at the wind?
Well, the Falcons have 1 timeout left. It'll be 3rd and 7. Joe Sipp with the sack there. His 7th of the year. He leads the team in that category as he leads the team in tackles and tackle for loss, and will presumably be taking his talents to some other locale next season. 3rd down and 7. A-State at their own 28-yard line, leading by 3. Zach Wallace is the running back with Rayner in the gun. Rayner looking to throw. Deep downfield, and there's double coverage. Oladokin's got a pick. Joe Sipp had the coverage against the tight end Stevenson. Oladokin down at the BG 36-yard line.
And I think Oladokin may have cramped up as he's kind of limping off the field now, but that was good coverage down the field. They went to that same look that they scored the touchdown on with Tucker, where they had Joe Sipp man-to-man. This time, Joe Sipp was up to the challenge and made it difficult for the receiver to get the ball and very easy for Oladokin to pick it off.
Well, this time he's covering the tight end, not their best receiver.
That's very true.
So now Bowling Green with 1 timeout left has the ball at their own 36. And you're right about Oladokin coming off field limping. We told you how humid it is. It's not hot, but it's humid. Cramping could be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, 93% out here. And Jordan Oladokin did everything he could to return that ball, but as soon as he caught it, you saw him take that hop step. He was hurting.
Bazelak from the gun. Fires downfield, and it is caught, I think. Phil Hogan, nope, he didn't catch it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to Rakeem Smith. That Rakeem Smith would have been a much easier throw. Rakeem Smith was running that under route, and it was probably about 5 yards shorter, and he could have got up the rail to where Finn Hogan was.
So 2nd and 10, BG at its own 36. 39 seconds to go until halftime. Bowling Green trails 24-21. Bazelak from the gun. Quick throw, right side to Fannin. Little tunnel screen, and he will get not much. He gets 4. Timeout, Bowling Green, their final timeout. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 40-yard line with 32 seconds to play in the half.
30-second timeout.
Let's go down the field with Kevin Peel, see if he saw anything with Jordan Oladokin after we talked.
Yeah, Jordan's trying to walk it off here. Didn't really have the training staff approach him right away, but ultimately we'll be monitoring him to make sure everything comes out okay for him. Of course, it is a very humid night here in Mobile, and so that certainly could be affecting some of the players when it comes to cramps, guys.
Well, Bowling Green now, if they don't convert here, they're going to have to punt back to the Red Wolves with 32 seconds to go in the half. That's why that first pass is so important, where you missed Rakeem Smith and went downfield. If you get it to Smith, then you can get moving.
Yeah.
Same thing here. If you convert this first down, you can get moving. 3rd down and 6, the Bowling Green 40. Bazelak in the gun with Jamal Johnson. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 2 on the right. Check it. Bazelak, right side, caught Rakeem Smith. First down and out of bounds at the A-State 46-yard line as he sped up the sideline for 14.
Man, Rakeem Smith is so sudden with his speed. He caught that ball, and you literally watched him in 2 steps go from 1st gear to 5th gear.
Well, I do that too, but it's all the same speed. 1st and 10.
You're running uphill all the time.
That's right. It's a full pull every time. from the A-State 46. Bazelak in the gun again. Late in the half, BG's down 3. Connor guns it downfield. Up in the air to get it is guess who? Harold Fannin. Inside the A-State 25 at the 24-yard line. He's got 22 more on the ledger.
You know, those guys in the white hats are getting tired of number 0.
BG quickly back the line. Throw it again to Fannin. Out of bounds at the 21 just to stop the clock. Falcons are in field goal range now. They trail 24-21. 12 seconds to go in the half. Falcons have only 1 timeout left. And they're going to kick right now. They're going to send Zach Long out. Now remember, the first time they went to kick a field goal, coach was running to call a timeout. They snapped it and it was blocked. So I think they want to make sure they get everything right on this attempt in case they need to use the timeout, which they have only 1 left. This would be a 39-yard field goal. Zach Long gets it away and he missed it.
Right.
Missed it to the right. And why wouldn't he miss it after the way this first half has gone? Bowling Green special teams has been a cavalcade of comedy tonight. I mean, they gave up the punt return for a touchdown. They threw a fake punt pass for a touchdown. They had a field goal blocked, and now they've missed a field goal, John. It's been mostly negative.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we haven't been tested in our special teams like this. We haven't seen this up and down, but it definitely has been some ups and it's definitely been some downs. Got to stabilize that if we want to win this game.
A-State takes a knee, and that takes us to halftime. You could argue Bowling Green should trail by 2 scores. You could argue they should be in the lead. You certainly could argue it should be tied, but they trail by 3 at the break. Good news, Bowling Green gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter. It is halftime here in Mobile. Bowling Green trailing Arkansas State in a wild and woolly affair, 24-21. And we hit halftime. We remind you the unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Halftime in Mobile. Arkansas State 24, Bowling Green 21. Back with more. You're listening to Falcon Football from Learfield.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Lakeside Interior Contractors is a proud corporate partner of BGSU Athletics. As the area's leading commercial interior and exterior finish contractor, we're dedicated to enhancing campus learning and living spaces as well as athletic facilities for BGSU students, athletes, and fans. From floor to ceiling, Lakeside does it all. Learn more about our projects for Bowling Green State University when you visit us online at lakesideinterior.com.
When your family needs advanced medical care, depend on Wood County Hospital. For a state-of-the-art surgery center offering advanced robotic procedures, joint replacements, and the latest vascular surgery to open clogged arteries. For board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialists, the very latest cancer treatments, and more. Depend on us. It's not just a line. It's a tireless commitment to our community's health. Wood County Hospital. Depend on us.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
on the Falcon Sports Network. This is the Falcon Halftime Show, brought to you by Wood County Hospital, a CMS 5-star hospital with award-winning emergency services. AA Green Realty and Mecca Management. Real estate, real experts, real results. Day and night heating and cooling. Coke, Coca-Cola, and the Bowling Green Falcons. Always a great combination. And by Medical Mutual. Visit medmutual.com to learn more. Now, here's Todd Walker.
Back here in Mobile, a very eventful, strange first half at the 68 Ventures Bowl. Halftime, Arkansas State 24, Bowling Green 21. As we get into our Thayer Family Dealerships halftime show. A reminder from the Thayer Family Dealerships, if you're looking for a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Nissan, Honda, Toyota, or Chevy, think Thayer is your one-stop shop for all things automotive. This game started out with Arkansas State accepting the opening kickoff. They drove to field goal range, and Clune Van Andel banged it through from 46, his 18th consecutive field goal, and it was 3-0. Bowling Green went 3 and out. Courtney Jackson returned a punt 60 yards for a touchdown, made it 10-0. And then Bowling Green was set to punt on a 4th and 20 from the Arkansas State 43 when the Falcons pulled the ultimate rope-a-dope, the okey-doke. They changed numbers of third-string quarterback Baron May. They put him in number 18 and put him on the field to accept the punt snap. The regular punter, John Henderson, wears number 19. All of us, along with Arkansas State, thought it was the normal punter. It wasn't. And Baron May threw an absolute strike to Malcolm Johnson for an easy touchdown and made it 10-7. However, the euphoria of that was short-lived as the Bowling Green defense had 2 15-yard penalties on the next A-State possession, and they scored to make it 17-7. Then Bowling Green had a field goal blocked. So early in the second quarter, the Falcons had allowed a punt return for a touchdown, had a field goal blocked, had thrown a fake pass off a fake punt pass for a touchdown, had committed 2 15-yard penalties on defense, and was trailing 17-7. But the rest of the half went the way of the orange and brown. Falcons forced a punt and then drove 77 yards for a touchdown. Jason Patterson, 8-yard reception, made it 17-14. And then A-State struck again. They hit a 79-yard pass to their number one man, their leading receiver, Corey Rucker, who, by the way, went over 1,000 yards with that catch, only the 7th player in school history to do it. 24-14. Bowling Green answered with a 7-play, 75-yard drive. Rakeem Smith had a 23-yard catch. Harold Fannin on a tip drill, a ball in the end zone that should have been an interception. Caught it lying on the ground for a 4-yard TD to make it 24-21. Jordan Oladokin got a pick on the next A-State drive. Bowling Green got into field goal range, and Zach Long missed a 39-yard field goal. And that's how the half came to an end. An absolute wild affair. BG trails 24-21. The Falcons have outgained A-State 294-201. Of course, the Red Wolves have that punt return for a touchdown on their ledger as well. It is halftime here in Mobile. 24-21, Bowling Green trails Arkansas State. And we tell you this media timeout brought to you by Fremont Federal Credit Union. Just like a good defense, Fremont Federal Credit Union protects your financial goals. Visit FremontFCU.com to learn how they can help you save, grow, and win. Federally insured by NCUA. Halftime here in Mobile, 24-21, Arkansas State leads Bowling Green. We'll be back with more of our Thayer Family Dealerships halftime show. Kevin Peel will check the scoreboard. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
For over 80 years, LaSalle Cleaners has been serving Northwest Ohio with courteous service and quality cleaning. And now LaSalle Cleaners is the official dry cleaner of BGSU Athletics. They never lose sight of what's important, providing a convenient, quality, and cost-conscious program that's useful to everyone. They're successful because they genuinely take pride in the special care they give their customers and their clothes. For all your dry cleaning needs, go where the Falcons go. LaSalle Cleaners. Hang with the best.
Looking to launch a new career in business or advance the one you love? The Schmidt-Horst College of Business at BGSU can help you take that next step. We offer the #1 ranked online MBA in Ohio, a program that allows you to choose a specialization that fits your goals. Best of all, you can earn your MBA in just 1 year. It's a powerful, smart investment in your future. Are you ready to join our community of alumni, change makers, and leaders driving public good?
With over 6 million square feet of state-of-the-art warehouse space and 400 associates serving 7 states, Ohio Logistics provides all of the assets and operational support necessary to meet your most sophisticated logistics requirements. Built on a sound financial base, Ohio Logistics will strive to bring your ideas to reality regarding your supply chain management needs. Ohio Logistics is the smart move. Please visit our website, www.ohiologistics.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Bowling Green State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
This is the Thayer Family Dealerships halftime show. Bowling Green and Arkansas State in a wild one in the 68 Ventures Bowl here in Mobile, Alabama. 24-21, Arkansas State leads at the half. Todd and John will have the second half call for you in just a little bit. Let's take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard and see what's going on. We will start in the NFL, a game that is just going to come to a close. Wow, what a game today. Seattle and Chicago, 6-3 is the final as that has just finished up. The Seahawks holding on to beat the Bears today, 6-3. A late interception from Caleb Williams sealing the deal. Seattle improves to 9-7 with the win. Chicago drops to 4-12, and Seattle, their playoff hopes still alive with the win there. Of course, shifting now to college football, a couple other exciting bowl games today, and this one here in Mobile appears to be on a similar track. Maybe not as exciting and not as lengthy, though, as Pittsburgh and Toledo in the Game Above Sports Bowl in Detroit today. The Rockets in 6 overtimes get it done over Pitt, 48-46. Tucker Gleason threw for 336 yards and 2 touchdowns. Junior Vandeross, 12 for 194 receiving and a touchdown. Toledo finishes the year 8-5. Pitt loses their last 6 games of the season, and they drop to 7-6. As for Kansas State, they finished the season at 9-4. They win the Rate Bowl in comeback fashion, 44-41 over Rutgers. So the Scarlet Knights will finish the year 7-6. Rutgers had a 34-17 lead in the third quarter of that game, but Kansas State stormed back to win 44-41 in that game. Of course, with the mention of Toledo getting the win here today, earlier on, the Mid-American Conference now 3-1 in bowl games. Wins by Northern Illinois over Fresno State in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. In the Cure Bowl, of course, the MAC champion Ohio Bobcats beat Jacksonville State, and Toledo beat Pitt today. The only loss so far for the conference was Western Michigan. They lost the Salute to Veterans Bowl against South Alabama 12 days back. So Bowling Green hoping to help the conference improve to 4-1 in bowl games. As for the schedule for tomorrow, there are a couple interesting games going on at noon. The Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth will pit 6-6 Oklahoma against 9-3 Navy. At 3:30 in Birmingham, just up the road, just up I-65 a little bit of ways, the 6-6 Vanderbilt Commodores play the 7-5 Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in the Birmingham Bowl. At 7 o'clock, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl in Memphis. 8-4 Texas Tech plays 6-6 Arkansas. In the Holiday Bowl in San Diego, 8-4 Washington State will match up with number 21 and 9-3 Syracuse as well tomorrow night. As for the NBA right now, a couple games going on. Sacramento leads Detroit 51-36. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter there. 5 minutes to go in the second. Utah ahead of Portland 45-38. Finals from earlier, Oklahoma City gets a win over Indiana, 120-114. Miami squeaks by Orlando, 89-88. Washington beats Charlotte, 113-110. Atlanta beats Chicago, 141-133. Memphis beats the Toronto Raptors, 155-126. Brooklyn beats Milwaukee, 111-105. And Houston beat the New Orleans Pelicans, 128-111. Couple reminders for you coming up. Of course, BGSU men's basketball, that's coming up after the first of the year against Akron, a Friday night game on the 3rd. That will be the next game broadcast here on the network. BGSU women's basketball is in Kent to start Mid-American Conference play on New Year's Day next Wednesday at 1 p.m. against Kent State. And even before then, a home game for BGSU ice hockey. They play RIT this Sunday at 3 o'clock at the Slater Family Ice Arena. Bowling Green's won 2 in a row, is 4-2-1 at home, 7-7-2 overall, and they will try and beat RIT for the second time this season. They beat them in overtime earlier this year. Before we continue, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification all across the Falcon Sports Radio Network from Learfield. It is a beautiful night here for football in Mobile, Alabama at Hancock Whitney Stadium. The 68 Ventures Bowl has been an exciting one, but right now Arkansas State is in front of Bowling Green by a score of 24-21. More of the Thayer Family Dealerships halftime show is coming right up. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
Temperatures this winter brings. Ultra Heating and Cooling, your friendly and knowledgeable day and night dealer, is ready to help. Whether it's fixing your current system or installing a new energy-efficient day and night system, Ultra will make sure to keep you and your family in constant comfort. Schedule an appointment today with Ultra Heating and Cooling at ultraheatingcooling.com. Day and Night is a proud sponsor of BGSU Athletics.
Hi, I'm Mark Remus, broker with AA Green Realty. Since 1976, homeowners throughout Bowling Green and Olive County have placed their trust in AA Green Realty when buying, selling, or building their homes. Customer loyalty, aggressive marketing, and expert personnel continue to be the cornerstones of our success. Stop by our office at 1045 North Main Street in Bowling Green or visit our website at aagreen.com to find out why AA Green Realty has quietly become the area's real estate leader.
Bowling Green Manor. Family owned, family values. Proudly serving Bowling Green and the surrounding communities since 1976. We offer skilled, inpatient and outpatient therapy, long-term care, respiratory, and ventilator care. Score a touchdown in therapy with your rehab to home experts. Bowling Green Manor.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Back here in Mobile, it is 24-21, Arkansas State at the half. And a half that has had a lot of just wacky happenings. The Falcons have outgained them 294 to 201. But of course, the equalizer there, the 60-yard punt return for a touchdown for Arkansas State. Falcons have possessed the ball for 17 and a half minutes to 12 and a half for ASU. And the Falcons will get the ball to start the third quarter. We'll have third quarter for you after we take this final halftime break. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
It's clean and craveable tacos, dips, margs, and a huge selection of tequilas. We're colorful and full of energy. That's our vibe at Condado. We're a true social gathering place that welcomes everyone. Patio dining, to-go, and larger off-site catering options. And check out new happy hour. Condado Tacos is perfect for tailgate season and every other occasion. Located in Perrysburg at 10584 Fremont Pike and at 5215 Monroe Street in Toledo. Condado Tacos. Come as you are.
Happily Ever After begins at Hancock Hotel. From the rehearsal dinner to the farewell brunch and everything in between, their staff is there to ensure your expectations are met every step of the way. Confirm your wedding with them before December 31st. And as our gift to you, enjoy $250 credit towards your engagement party, wedding shower, rehearsal dinner, or farewell brunch. Make sure your special day is perfect with Hancock Hotel. Visit hancockhotel.com/weddings to submit an inquiry.
Back here in Mobile, it is the 68th Ventures Bowl halftime. And it is Arkansas State 24, Bowling Green 21. Todd Walker, John Gibson here in the booth. Kevin Peel down on the field. And, of course, Harold Fannin has had a big first half here. Fannin at halftime, 11 catches, 137 yards, and a touchdown. And that allows him to break the all-time tight end FBS record for receiving yards in a season. He needs one more catch to break the all-time tight end receptions record in a season. And with his 137 yards receiving, he has moved into 12th place all-time in the Bowling Green receiving yards list. And he only needs 5 more to pass Steve Sanders for 11th. He needs 66 more to pass Cole Magner for 10th. 11 more receptions gives him 111 on the season. Of course, he's never going to catch Freddie Barnes' 155. But his 137 yards receiving today puts him at 1,479, within shouting distance of Roger Lewis, 1,544, which is second on the all-time BG list behind Freddie Barnes' 1,770. During that huge 2009 season. Falcons are set to accept the third quarter kickoff and hopefully go down and put a touchdown on the board and take the lead for the first time in this game tonight. Of course, this Arkansas State team has been very adept at playing tight games all year. They've been good in clutch situations. Falcons, that's not exactly been their strong suit. Here is the kickoff. Taken at the 4-yard line by Rakeem Smith. To the 20, 25, spinning and breaking tackles into the 30. Arkansas State in one-score games this year is 6-1. Bowling Green is 1-3. But we'll see how this one plays out in the second half. Falcons certainly had the better of it most of the second quarter. We'll see how they do to start the third quarter. Terrion Stewart will be in the game, running back on this first play of the third quarter. BG at its own 25-yard line. Shotgun for Bazelak, 2 receivers out to the right. Hand to Terrion running left. Cuts upfield, and the ball's out. Ball's out. He lost the ball. No call yet. I think Arkansas State has it, but there's still been no signal.
There is one Falcon at the bottom of the pile.
Still no signal.
Second down.
No, they're giving the ball to Bowling Green.
They're going to review it. Looking at the replay right now. Terrion, great job cutting it up. Ball in the right hand. That ball came out well before he was down. And that ball was recovered by Arkansas State on the hop.
Yeah.
It was recovered.
Ruling on the field is there was a fumble on the play. Arkansas State recovered. First down, Arkansas State.
Yeah. That's the right call. Terrion Stewart, literally, he had the ball in the right hand, but number 29 just made a great play. I think that's Justin Parks, the linebacker. He kind of just reached around and got two hands on the ball, and Terrion coughed it up. I mean, wasn't hard contact. No way he should have fumbled in that situation.
Well, that's also the danger when you always have a lot of people around you. They're always going to try and strip that ball. He fumbled, I believe, in the Miami game, too. So A-State ready to reassume a 2-score lead as they've kept doing all night long. Here's the reverse. They're looking to pass to the quarterback. It's open. They hit him. Quarterback taken down at the 24-yard line by Tracy Revels. So it's a 10-yard play. They handed that ball to Ely, the wide receiver, who threw downfield, and it's a first down. So Bowling Green, again, going to have to dig out of a hole here if they're going to win this game. That ball spotted at the 23, so I'll give them 11. 24-21. Arkansas State with the lead. Now for the first time tonight, we see him put two backs in the game, one on each side. Now one sprints out in motion, fake the handoff. Rayner looking to escape, and he will, but then tracked down by Brock Horn right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short loss. If it is, would go for a sack for Brock Horn. It'll be second down. Falcon defense would at least like to force him to have to try a field goal. It is a loss of 1. Second and 11. Cross is the running back. Jaquez Cross. Shotgun, 2 receivers to each side for ASU. Motion the tight end in there. He blocks, and they had almost a fumble on the exchange, but Cross takes the football and runs for a first down. Running hard. Going to be right near the line to gain. C.J. Brown finally got him down. I think he's going to be just a bit short, looks like. Yep, we'll call it 3rd and 1. At the 14-yard line. Arkansas State 24, Bowling Green 21. Wallace checks in at running back. Tight formation, shotgun, 3rd and 1 at the Bowling Green 14. Rayner awaiting that shotgun snap. He's going to keep it himself and get the first down. He'll get down to the 11-yard line. Brock Horn finds him there. So Bowling Green parade of mistakes continues with the Terrion Stewart fumble. And the Red Wolves are looking to cash it in. It'll be 1st and goal. The ball is right on the 10-yard line. 24-21, Red Wolves with the lead.
We really hope the defense can force a field goal attempt here.
Wallace in the game at running back. The receiver wide each way for quarterback Jalen Rayner. He appears to be changing up the play. From the 10, it's 1st and goal. And to Wallace, they got some push. He'll get down to the 6.
Zach Wallace, the ball carrier, down to about the 5.
2nd and goal from there. First play of the second half, Terrion Stewart fumbled. A-State recovered. They have it now at the Bowling Green 6.
2nd and goal on the 6-yard line for Arkansas State.
24-21, Red Wolves with the lead. Jaquez Cross now the running back with Jalen Rayner. They got bunch trips on the right. He's looking to throw to the running back. He spins away from a blitzer, throws wide open, touchdown. That's Corey Rucker. Well, the blitzer didn't come under control, and the ever-elusive Rayner spun away from Kal-El Pascal very easily. And by that time, Corey Rucker was wide open at the goal line. His 2nd touchdown today, his 7th of the year. And just like that, it's back to a 2-score lead for A-State.
Yeah, and Rayner is not a guy that's going to, dot the I while throwing the ball, but he's going to make you miss in the pocket. Give him too much time, he's going to find a receiver and put the ball on him.
30 to 21. Now the A-State lead. Clune Van Andel to attempt the PAT. And it's good. 31-21. A cavalcade of cataclysmic mistakes continues for the Orange and Brown in this bowl game. Timeout from Mobile. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
Experience close to home. Hancock Hotel is located in downtown Findlay. Boutique hotel with 99 guest rooms. Enjoy a new take on Ohio Classic with Mancy's Steakhouse at the Hancock Hotel. Mancy's has gained fame since 1921 by serving the freshest seafood and best quality steaks and chops around. Whether it's a wedding for 300 or a board of directors meeting for a few, our goal is to ensure that every event is uniquely and truly memorable. Visit our website at hancockhotel.com.
For over 100 years, iron workers have been building America. Do you have what it takes to be an iron worker? Do you like to work with your hands? Do you like to be creative and solve problems? Do you like to be outdoors and don't mind getting dirty? With starting pay of $18 an hour and with medical and retirement benefits, there are iron worker jobs available in Northwest Ohio. To take your career to new heights, call the Iron Workers Local 55 Training Center at 419-382-3080 and build a better future.
Back here in Mobile, Bowling Green continues to pull out gun and shoot foot. 31-21 is now another 10-point deficit. So it started out 10-0. Bowling Green cut it to 10-7. Then went back to 17-7. Falcons cut it to 17-14. Went right back to 24-14. BG cut it to 24-21 at the half. Terrion Sturt fumbled on the first play of the third quarter. It's back to a 10-point deficit, Gibby.
You know, again, like you said, Todd, it's the mistakes. You know, they're not beating us as much as we're beating ourselves. You know, that there was no reason for Terrion to fumble on that run. There was no reason for, the punt return. All of these mistakes that we have are self-inflicted, and that's the reason why we're down 2 scores in this game.
Fans Big B Coffee is the official coffee of BGSU Athletics. Visit one of their 4 area locations. They're on Anthony Wayne Trail and Maumee, also, of course, in Perrysburg and in Bowling Green on Worcester Street, right down from campus, and a Fremont Pike in Perrysburg, I should have said. And their newest location is inside the Wood County Hospital main entrance. Remember, it's not Big B without BG. Let's go down to the Bowling Green sideline. Kevin Peel, a lot of long faces, I presume.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of frustration there between C.J. Brown. He was talking with Coach Mewanson coming off the field there. So, of course, there is a lot of frustration because of the mistakes that Bowling Green has made. And, of course, even on that touchdown, they were able to get decent pass rush, but it didn't hold up. And ultimately, Rayner, who's so athletic, so smart with the football, able to work away from that blitzer and then ultimately throw the easy touchdown pass. So right now, Bowling Green's still searching a bit down here, but ultimately they just have to find a way to stop the mistakes, guys. It's killing them in this game.
No doubt about it. Falcons are set to return the kickoff. Second time already in the third quarter. It's a high short kick. Let's see if the Falcons play it right. They will field it and fair catch it at the 24-yard line. That was one of their tight ends that made the fair catch there. That was Ian Drummond. So the Falcons will try to get out of their own way and stay in this game. Trailing 31-21. Jason Patterson in that running back. Connor Bazelak under center. On the motion, Rakeem Smith, fake him and fake to the running back. Bazelak checks it down short to Rakeem Smith. Out in space, he'll be tackled as he crossed the 30 to the 32-yard line. Justin Parks made the tackle. How about this stat on Justin Parks? A 4-time captain.
A 4-time captain?
Yes. One of only 3 players in the nation. And he's the one that's down on the field now.
How do you do that? How long has he been in college?
Well, he's just a senior, it says here.
Okay.
I don't think he's like an 8-year guy, but I mean,
Yeah,
he's been
that's
a senior all
impressive.
4 years. Very
That's
impressive.
impressive.
He made the tackle there and
literally ran out and sat down.
Yeah, came out celebrating and then went ahead and had a seat. So not sure the nature of his injury there, but they are attending to him. As we remind you, Coca-Cola is the official soft drink partner of BGSU Athletics. Enjoy an ice cold Coke while watching the Falcons at home or at the Doit. Coca-Cola together tastes better. Falcons and Arkansas State Red Wolves. Only the second meeting ever between these schools. Of course, Butch Jones coaches Arkansas State, formerly coached at Central Michigan and Tennessee, where he beat Bowling Green once at each of those places. So he's 2-0 all time against the Falcons. Jason Patterson in at running back for 2nd and 3. Falcons at their own 32-yard line. They got bunch trips on the left, tight to the line, single receiver right. Hand off to Patterson, nowhere to go, stays patient and moves forward for maybe a couple. So there's a great example of a run that really there was nothing there, John, but he managed to stay with it, get 2 yards to make it 3rd and 1.
You know, as a running back, sometimes the best runs that you make are the ones that gain 2 yards, but it's because you avoided losing 3 yards in order to get them. You know, sometimes you just got to hug your double team, get downhill, and let those big guys clear space for you. And if you pick up 2, you pick up 2 when you live with it.
3rd and 1. Bazelak under center. No running back directly behind him. Now Rakeem Smith motions. They fake the toss to him. Give it to Fannin on the counter. And Harold will have the first down across the 40 at the 42-yard line. So he got 8. Harold Fannin on the handoff. Fannin already a big night tonight with 11 grabs for 137 and a touchdown. Jason Patterson remains at running back. 31-21 Arkansas State. 9:40 to go 3rd quarter here at the 68 Ventures Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. Bazelak from the gun motions Fannin left to right. Got Patterson with him in the backfield. Single receiver left. Hand off to Jason and not much. Right at the line of scrimmage, he'll be taken down. Cam Jeffrey, and on the stop as he replaced Justin Parks, who went out with that injury. 2nd down 10. Bowling Green trails by 10 as they have alternately throughout this game.
Jason Patterson limped off after that play. He's laying down on the sideline getting attended to by the medical staff.
Yeah, looks like they are looking at his ankle. Meanwhile, 2nd and 10. Jamal Johnson replaced him in the backfield. Bazelak from the shotgun. Has time. Guns it deep downfield, and it is incomplete. Fannin covered well that time by Websley Etienne. 3rd and 10.
And that's the first target that Fannin has had that he didn't catch. He was 11 for 11 in the first half.
So it's 3rd and 10 for Bowling Green. Jason Patterson continues to get tended to on the sideline.
And looking at that replay, it was more Fannin kind of dropped that ball. It was a difficult catch than Websley Etienne. He had no idea the ball was coming.
Empty set for Bazelak. 3rd and 10, Bowling Green 42-yard line. Falcons trail by 10, 3rd quarter. 4-man rush. Actually, just a 3-man rush. Over the middle, it's Finn Hogan. First down. Protects the ball as he crashes across the 35 to the 33-yard line. Nice grab and run by Finn Hogan. 25 yards and a first down.
You know, nice protection from that patchwork offensive line. We got the chance to see Connor Bazelak go through his progressions, climb the pocket, and deliver a strike.
We passed the 8-minute mark, third quarter. A-State 31, Bowling Green 21 here at the 68 Ventures Bowl in Mobile. Kind of an empty set with Bazelak under center. Nobody directly behind him. Now Rakeem Smith motions, fake the toss to him. Bazelak will throw it to Smith and throw it too tall as he was being harassed by one of the defensive linemen there. And now we've got Tunde Fatukasi asking for a penalty on the defense.
Yeah, it looks like he was motioning a face mask. One of the defenders may have got his hands up into the face on his rush. That's something that you see common, especially with those edge rushers. They get those hands high and they get that hand up under their face mask. That's normally an illegal hands to the face.
2nd and 10. And that end rusher on the other side, Brian Whitehead, was the one causing all the problems. Stewart back in the game, a running back. Quick throw right side. This is Rakeem Smith. Caught it running forward. Gets down to about the 27-yard line. A pick up a 3rd down and 4. Falcons trail by 10. We are exactly halfway through the third quarter. 31-21, Arkansas State. 3rd down and 4 at the A-State 27. Falcon kick game has been abysmal tonight. They've had a field goal blocked and missed a makeable one. Bazelak in the gun, Fannin on his right, Jamal Johnson on his left. Connor finds Harold right side, 1st down near the 20-yard line. And now Tunde Fatukasi limping as he comes up the field. Falcons are already shorthanded on the O-line. That's a 1st down at the A-State 20. 7-yard gain for Fannin. Let's see if Tunde can stand up now with that little limp he had. Watch that left side. 2 running backs with Bazelak. Jamal Johnson and Justin Peagies. Fannin motions left to right. Fake hand off to Peagies. Down the middle, Fannin, he threw it too far out in front of him. He got the back hand up in the air just in time to deflect it.
Yeah, I think Harold Fannin stumbled coming out of his break, and the ball was on him too quick. He didn't get a chance to right himself before the ball was right up on him. Couldn't get both hands up there.
2nd and 10 at the A-State 20-yard line.
ESPN stat right now: Harold Fannin has 12 catches for 144. The rest of the team, 12 catches, 145.
Yeah, he is quite productive. Here he is in the backfield with Jamal Johnson and Justin Peagies surrounding Bazelak. Now Peagies goes out to the right, comes back to the left. They fake him on the handoff. Bazelak giving ground. They wanted to set up the screen to Harold. Nothing doing.
Yeah, they were looking for that.
A-State's seen that movie before.
Yeah.
3rd and 10.
You know, I mean, and again, eventually, they're going to try to take away Harold Fannin. Surprising that they haven't really given him any type of special attention.
Harold's
at this
moving
point.
very slowly, by the way. You see him, he's not walking with his typical gait. 3rd down and 10 at the A-State 20. Bowling Green trails by 10. We are in the third quarter. 6:24 to play. Jamal Johnson in the backfield with Bazelak. Fannin, a little half motion right to left. Connor has the shotgun snap. Throws left side to Fannin high. He's hit as he tried to catch it, incomplete. Knocked away by Charles Willikis. Fannin again walks off the field very slowly, and the Falcons will send out their woebegone field goal team. Tonight has produced a blocked field goal and a missed field goal. This from about the same yardage as the miss, which was going the other direction. That was a 39-yarder. This is a 38-yarder for Zach Long, who's been pretty dependable all season up until tonight. And all of a sudden, they can't get right. This one is away, and that one's missed too, isn't it? Nope, got through there. It's good. Boy, it had a knuckleball effect, but it stayed inside the upright. And Bowling Green cuts the lead back to one score again. With 6:14 to go, third quarter. A-State 31, Bowling Green 24. We're listening to Falcon football from Learfield.
Hey Falcon fans, have you or a family member been injured in an accident? Before you talk to any adjuster, call an attorney to learn your legal rights. The other insurance company owes you for your medical bills, lost wages, repairs to your vehicle, or even a total lost car, and your pain and suffering. It's time to call D. Lee Johnson and Associates, helping accident victims in Toledo for more than 30 years. Visit us at leejohnsonlegal.com.
Lakeside Interior Contractors is a proud corporate partner of BGSU Athletics. You'll find the Lakeside team on campus throughout the year, working to better the learning and living spaces of BGSU students and athletes, as well as the office and working spaces of university faculty and staff. For your commercial interior and exterior finishing projects, call Lakeside. Learn more about our projects for BGSU at lakesideinterior.com.
6:14 to go, third quarter. Bowling Green trailing Arkansas State 31-24. Falcons have fallen behind by 10, cut it back to 3 every time tonight until now. They only cut it back to 7 this time. Fans, our media timeout brought to you by Fremont Federal Credit Union. Here to remind you, planning your finances is always a winning strategy. Let them help you tackle your goals at FremontFCU.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Let's go down to the sideline with Kevin Peel, a check on Jason Patterson.
Yeah, he has not reemerged just yet out of the Wood County Hospital injury tent. He did wander over in that direction and was in a lot of pain as he was coming into the tent. So he, of course, after getting hurt, did not return to the game. So we'll see if he is able to reemerge here in just a moment. Also, Harold Fannin, who, of course, you had mentioned, Todd, that he was gimping just a little bit. It seemed late in that drive. They seemingly had pulled up his jersey and had gone underneath kind of his back pad there to rub maybe what you could say is icy hot on it, potentially try and get some of the pain out of there. Of course, he got hurt late in the season. So Harold, they're trying to make sure he's okay as well. He's, of course, because he's been so busy, has sustained a lot of hits tonight, guys. And, of course, as we mentioned, Jason Patterson has just come out of the Wood County Hospital injury tent right now, and it looks like they retaped his foot and ankle on that right side, guys. So hopefully he's able to get back in there.
Now we will see about that the next time Bowling Green has the football. 6:14 to go, third quarter. Falcons trail by 7, 31-24. Zach Long booted that field goal from 38 yards away. And the Falcons back within one score. But this has been the pattern all night. A-State's led since the opening possession. They went up 3-0, then got a stop, punt return for a touchdown, and they've gone from 10-point lead to 3-point lead to 10-point lead to 3-point lead to 10-point lead to 3-point lead, 10-point lead to 7-point lead now. Falcons to kick it away. Zach Long's kick is taken near the goal line by Cross running forward. He's a dangerous man. Falcons, though, stop him short of the 25. About the 22-yard line. Falcons did a nice job stacking that up. Jared Merck in on that stop. So the Falcons go on defense again. The defense has not really had a strong night. Arkansas State's done a lot of good things offensively. Of course, they have the special teams touchdown as well. Devin Spencer checks in a running back for the first time tonight for A-State. They have it at their own 22, 1st and 10. They lead it by 7, 6:09 to go for third quarter. Rayner from the shotgun, little play fake, has time. Going deep right side, looking for Rucker, his main man. He can't connect with him. Dropped it out of bounds. Good coverage by Todd Bumpus. Kept it close to the sideline there.
That's a tough throw to make because Rucker was so close to the line, to the out of bounds line.
Right.
There's a very small window that Rayner can throw that ball into.
2nd down and 10. Arkansas State from their own 22. Zach Wallace checks back in at running back. He leads the team in carries and yards and touchdowns rushing. Rayner steps up in the pocket, throws it short. It's caught by Courtney Jackson in front of C.J. Brown. First down yardage. Brock Horn came and made the stop.
That was a heck of a find by Rayner. I mean, literally, he's looking. He was headed to his left and looked back to his right and threw a zinger out there.
12 yards, and they're right back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun, Rayner has the snap. Going deep down the right sideline, looking for Rucker again. Missed him again. Todd Bumpus, the coverage again. So they think they can work on Bumpus, don't they, Gibby?
Yeah, I mean, it's the third time that we've seen him take a shot at Bumpus with Rucker, and it makes you wonder, is it because they believe in Rucker or they think that Todd Bumpus is lacking? It could be either one, but Bumpus has been there on the coverage every time.
No Jordan Oladokin in the game, by the way. We talked about his cramps earlier. He is not on the field right now. Corey Benjamin at the other corner spot. Here is the toss to Cross, Jaquez Cross. He'll get a short gain out of it. Trent Sims makes the tackle.
Bowling Green sideline is rightfully upset about a missed block in the back call on that quick screen. Bumpus was about to go make the play, and the other wide receiver pushed him in the back and made him run past the tackle.
3rd and 8 after that 2-yard pickup on that quick toss. Cross the running back with Jalen Rayner in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Can the Falcons get a 3rd down stop? Rayner guns it deep downfield, got his man, and it is caught, but out of bounds. Hunter Summers. And they are really taking shots at Bowling Green now with Oladokin out of the game.
Yeah, and that, and shout out to Todd Bumpus for actually stepping up and making plays. Yeah, he's out of bounds.
Time out on the field for an offensive injury.
And I think he never got back up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's the receiver. Summers is the man we're stopping for. I was wondering why we were stopping play. He's still way down here.
Yeah, he's down here on the ground. And, Bumpus has been in good position to make plays on that ball. He hasn't touched the ball, but what he does is he makes it very difficult for the wide receiver to be able to go up and get the ball because he's literally right there.
I'm sure they'll be reviewing this as well while the injury timeout is taking place.
Well, I looked at the replay, and if the replay goes by what John Gibson saw, there was a foot on the ground. He raised that foot, then caught the ball.
Yeah.
The other foot came down out of bounds.
We have a pause in the action here in Mobile. 4:52 to go, 3rd quarter. Arkansas State 31, Bowling Green 24. You're listening to Falcon football from Learfield.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Hey Falcon fans, have you or a family member been injured in an accident? Before you talk to any adjuster, call an attorney to learn your legal rights. The other insurance company owes you for your medical bills, lost wages, repairs to your vehicle, or even a total lost car, and your pain and suffering. It's time to call D. Lee Johnson and Associates, helping accident victims in Toledo for more than 30 years. Visit us at LeeJohnsonLegal.com.
Bowling Green trailing Arkansas State by a count of 31-24, late 3rd quarter. Our latest media timeout is again the service of Fremont Federal Credit Union. Whether it's a game-winning drive or a financial plan for your future, Fremont Federal Credit Union is your trusted partner. Join the winning team at FremontFCU.com, federally insured by the NCUA. And we noticed Jordan Oladoka not on the field. Kevin Peel, you see him down there?
I do, and he has his jersey, pads, pants on. Unfortunately, though, he has sneakers and no helmet, so that's not a good sign. Of course, he had the big interception in the first half for Bowling Green, but what we were concerned about is he was essentially trying to run after the interception and was barely able to cut upfield after that pick. So we hope it's just precautionary, but unfortunately, it looks like he is at least dinged up enough that they're going to keep him out of the rest of this game, guys.
All right, KP, thank you. And this will be just the second punt of the night for Arkansas State.
We've got two returners back there. Rakeem Smith is creeping right by the sideline, barely on the field. He's literally on the sideline hash marks. Almost looks like he's not in the game.
He's barely on the field of play. Justin Pegues is back there, the normal punt return man for Bowling Green. It is 4th down and 8 from the Arkansas State 36. Ryan Hiker, their punter, is on to boot it away. This is a high wobbler that kind of hangs up, and Pegues has it at the 29-yard line, and he is popped. Big hit delivered by Arkansas State there on special teams. Justin Parks, their captain.
Justin Parks.
Nonetheless, Bowling Green has the football back with 4:41 to go in the third quarter. And a chance to tie the game. BG has it at their own 29-yard line. 31-24, A-State. Pegues, Fannin, and Jamal Johnson beside and behind Connor Bazelak in the shotgun. The hand goes to Pegues, and he will get nothing. In fact, he'll lose a yard. Travion Thomas will get credit for the tackle. Second down and 11.
From about the 28.
Falcons trail by 7. They'll get out of that inverted wishbone, if you want to call it that, and go back to shotgun with a running back, 4 receiver set. And now movement.
Smart play by Tunde Fadakasi. Smart play. I think that was Tim Hardman that jumped off sides out there. And soon as Tunde saw him jump, but that was Kamari Stevens, excuse me, number 80. And soon as Tunde saw him, he stood up and just reached out. That's automatically going to be a penalty on the defense.
So 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line. We're in the third quarter. Falcons trail 31-24. Bazelak in the gun. Jamal Johnson with him. 2-by-2 receivers. Bazelak fakes like he's going to run, then throws downfield. Nowhere close for Rakeem Smith.
Yeah, he was throwing that ball out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, Bazelak sort of ducked up into the line of scrimmage like he was going to run or something. I don't know what they were trying to set up.
I think he was given like a fake draw, fake handoff type of look, and then he stepped back to throw the ball. It was designed that way the whole play.
Right.
But there was nobody open, so he just threw it away.
Yeah, it was designed for somebody to be open, I would presume. 3rd down and 6. Shotgun. Fannin's out to the right. 2 receivers left with a running back. Bazelak steps up, looking for somewhere to throw it, and he's going to be sacked. He actually got right back to the line of scrimmage. I think he thought about running it for a split second, but he got a holding on the play. There's a flag. I'm sure that'll be declined, and the Falcons will have to punt. Bazelak thought about taking off for a second, and then thought about trying to find somebody, and then he was sacked.
Yeah, I tell you what, he thought about running, but it
offense number 55. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is 4th down.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough space for him. He didn't think he could get the first down.
Right, I don't think he was going to either. So the Falcon offense, which has been running at a pretty good clip of late, now this drive, 3 and out. And they'll have to punt to a very dangerous man, Courtney Jackson, who ran one back 60 yards for a touchdown earlier, his second
now, is that
punt
18
return
or
of the
19
year.
back to kick?
That is 19. That's
Okay.
John Henderson. He was the punter when Jackson ran the punt back for a touchdown. Now Henderson looked like he wants to fake. He's going to run and maybe kick. He's going to try and run. He's short of the first down.
John Henderson on the carry.
Now, every time he's done that, I've always understood the look. I don't know if that was supposed to be a rugby style kick, or was he just trying to make a play there, because there just simply was not anything there that looked like he should have taken that.
Well, the special teams foibles continue for Bowling Green. And Coach Leffler looks very upset.
Yeah, he's very upset talking to John Henderson.
Well, the Falcon defense is stuck with the mess that he made, if you will, at the 37-yard line. It was 4th and 6. He got 4. Can the defense stiffen here? Wallace in the backfield with Jalen Rayner, the quarterback. 31-24 A-State. Hand off to Wallace, and he is crunched in the backfield by the Falcons. Anthony Hawkins, A.V. McGarry in on the stop. Loss of 1.
Yeah, they're showing the replay of the reaction, and Henderson was getting it from Bayer and Coach Leffler.
Well, he made that happen a couple of times earlier in the year, but this time it backfires. 2nd down, 11. Jalen Rayner checking the play. 2nd and 11 from the BG 38. A-State leads by 7 late third quarter. Quick throw, left side, and Rutgers free. First down to the 20. They got him free somehow. I think Joe Sipp ended up covering him again. That's how he got free. Bumpus chased him down, but it was Joe Sipp that was trailing him initially. So red zone opportunity for A-State. 31-24 they lead. We're in the third quarter. Wallace in at running back. Rayner, though, looking to throw. Left side, they got him this time and dropped by Rucker. Ball was a little underthrown. He had beaten Bumpus off the jump, but Rayner didn't get it to him.
Yeah, Bumpus didn't get a bump on him that time. Rucker did a great job with a good release. Had a great release on that play. Bumpus didn't get a hand on him, and that's why he was behind, and he stumbled on the route stem. And we were very lucky not to give up 6 on that one.
Well, the ball was a little underthrown, and then Rucker also dropped it. 2nd and 10 at the 20. A-State looking to build a 2-touchdown lead for the first time tonight. A lot of motion. They end up handing it off to Wallace up the middle, and he will get to the 16-yard line. A gain of 4, 3rd and 6. Charles Rosser among the Falcons on the stop. Falcons trail 31-24 late in the third quarter. Zach Wallace with Jalen Rayner in the backfield. They need the 10-yard line for the first down. Shotgun. Rayner looking right, single receiver that way to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Looking for Adam Jones. Ja'Cory Benjamin had the coverage, and A-State will send out the field goal team. And why wouldn't you? Clune Van Andel's made 18 field goals in a row. Not to mention he's made all 32 of his extra points this year. This will be a 34-yard, 33-yard attempt somewhere like that, depending on what the official scorer thinks. We'll call it a 33-yard attempt. Near the left hash, chip shot for Van Andel. And he missed it. He pushed it wide right. Wow, are you kidding me? 33-yard field goal, no good. And
this game just gets wackier.
The special teams inconsistency continues. And the Falcons, after their punter fails to convert a 4th down on a fake run that looked like he decided totally on his own, the defense holds them to a field goal try, and their Mr. Automatic kicker misses. 1:11 to go, third quarter. Falcons trail by 7, 31-24. They start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Bazelak will have Jamal Johnson with him in the backfield. Harold Fannin is wide right. Two receivers left, Malcolm Johnson and Rakeem Smith. Now Smith motions into the backfield. Bazelak will swing it to him on that little pass to the right, and Rakeem Smith had a lot of company out there. 3-yard gain. Justin Parks again in on the stop for the Red Wolves. Third quarter winding down. Falcons trail 31-24. Justin Pegues, they're running back with Bazelak. Fannin on a tight end left. Jet sweep handoff for Rakeem Smith, and he will be brought down a couple yards shy of the first down by Charles Willikis, their linebacker, at the 28. It'll be 3rd and 2, and that could be the final play of the third quarter.
Charles Willikis, 3rd down and 2 for the Falcons.
Falcons don't have to run another play. I don't know if they'll get this off or not. Center judge is holding things up, so that will be the final play of the third quarter. At the end of 3, Arkansas State 31, Bowling Green 24. This media timeout brought to you by Fremont Federal Credit Union. Pause in the game, but not pausing your goals. Fremont Federal Credit Union is here to level up your wallet game. From checking to savings, no cap. They are lit at Fremont Federal Credit Union. Check them out at fremontfcu.com, federally insured by the NCUA. Timeout after 3. Arkansas State 31, Bowling Green 24. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
Ace Sanitation is proud of its long history as part of the Bowling Green community and the Bowling Green Falcons. Ace offers a large inventory of temporary restroom facilities, luxury bathroom trailers, temporary fencing, crowd control barricades, and septic tank service. Find out more at ace1965.com. Ace Sanitation, a family-owned company for over 50 years and a proud supporter of Falcon Athletics.
Hey Falcon fans, have you or a family member been injured in an accident? Before you talk to any adjuster, call an attorney to learn your legal rights. The other insurance company owes you for your medical bills, lost wages, repairs to your vehicle, or even a total lost car, and your pain and suffering. It's time to call D. Lee Johnson and Associates, helping accident victims in Toledo for more than 30 years. Visit us at leejohnsonlegal.com.
Back in Mobile, Bowling Green trailing 31-24 in what you could say is a very disjointed game here in Mobile. Plenty of mistakes on both sides, mostly though Bowling Green. The Falcons have allowed a punt return for a touchdown. They have had a field goal blocked. They have missed a field goal. They missed on a fake punt run. That was somewhat offset by the fake punt pass for a touchdown. Falcons have also turned it over today, the only turnover of the game, a Terrion Stewart fumble. Yet with all that, we start the fourth quarter, Bowling Green with the ball and trailing by just a touchdown. They have 3rd and 2 at their own 28. Jordan Oladokin has left this game with an apparent injury. Jason Patterson also went out for a while. We think he might be able to come back at some point, although I see him with his helmet off. Let's go down to KP on the sideline.
Yeah, still hoping for Jason, but not really seeing any progress on him getting back onto the field at this point. But he does have full gear, so we'll see how things pan out. Looks like Joe Sipp as well, kind of doing some laps here on the sideline. He may be trying to get warmed up, and he left that last drive a little bit early as well. As for John Henderson, he was pretty emotional down here on the sideline because Coach Bayer and Coach Leffler were very much on him after the fake punt that did not work out. So we're not sure what happened, if it just seemed to be a mistake mentally there for him, but ultimately it was a mistake that fortunately didn't cost the Falcons any points, guys.
Yeah, the defense stood up there. The A-State missed a field goal. Falcons, after that, now have 3rd and 2 at their own 28 to begin the fourth quarter. Connor Bazelak will be under center. Jamal Johnson is his running back. Bunch trips on the left-hand side. Falcons trail by 7 as we begin the fourth here in Mobile at the 68 Ventures Bowl. Falcons' 4th ever trip to Mobile for the bowl game. They're 1-2 previously. Bazelak will tuck up under center Alex Padgett on this 3rd and 2 play. There's the pitch to Jamal Johnson, left side, and he'll get the first down. They faked the jet sweep to Rakeem Smith and pitched it opposite that sweep to Jamal Johnson, who needed 2, and he got 6 to the 34-yard line.
You know, speed kills, and Jamal Johnson has speed in spades, and he was able to really just outrun the Charles Willikis to the sideline. Willikis just didn't have the foot speed to stop him. He had the right read, just couldn't get there.
Now Travion Thomas, their lead defensive player, is down on the field. The first-team All-Sun Belt performer, playing in his 61st game as a collegian, has 5 interceptions this year. Now, he's got a real knack for heroics. 3 of those 5 interceptions were in the last 2 minutes of a game. We talked about how Arkansas State has won close games this year. They're 6-1 in one-score games, Gibby. The Falcons are 1-3, and a game like this one today, should the Falcons ultimately lose, you'll be able to point to their own mistakes that have cost them this game.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that, you know, against a team that was playing more steadily, that they wouldn't even be in this game with the mistakes that they've made, but then they've also made enough plays to where you can understand why they're still in the game, you know, but they've got to stop. The mistakes have to stop now. It's the fourth quarter. If they have any hope of winning this game, the fourth quarter has to be mistake-free.
1st and 10, Bowling Green at its own 34-yard line. Bazelak in the shotgun has Terrion Stewart with him in the game. 2 receivers right, one of them is Fannin. Single receiver left. Fannin motions into the slot. Fake handoff to Stewart. Throw right side. Harold Fannin slips the tackle. And will be still going down near midfield now. Harold Fannin just doing what he does. 15 more yards for number 0 on a first down.
You know, Harold Fannin, again, 6 feet 4 inches tall, 230 pounds, you know, more big wide receiver than tight end. And he plays like he plays like one of those Ditka era tight ends when he puts his shoulder down, but he's got enough, he's fleet of foot enough to make you miss.
1st and 10 at the 49. Bazelak with Jamal Johnson in the backfield. Toss left. Johnson cuts inside. Tunde Fatakasi couldn't handle his defender, but Johnson spins off that man for 2 yards anyway.
And that's what I'm saying, Todd. You know, you sometimes you just can't fight to get outside. That play is designed to go outside, but if you can't get out there, you got to put your shoulder down and get what you can. 2 yards is better than a 2-yard loss because you tried to make a big play.
2nd and 8 now on the A-State side of the field. Terrion Stewart reports back in at running back. Falcons trail by 7 early fourth quarter. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Bazelak in the gun. Terrion Stewart there. Give it to Terrion up the middle. And fighting hard, stacked up. He'll be a couple yards shy of the first down, including Travion Thomas, who was just out for an injury, but apparently not really injured, back in the game quickly. 3rd and 2. The A-State 43-yard line.
Yeah, that Travion Thomas, he's got 3 interceptions that closed out games on the opponent's last drive. That's crazy.
3rd and 2 at the A-State 43 for Bowling Green. Bazelak under center. Stewart, the single sent back deep behind him. Tight formation. 3rd and 2 at the Red Wolves 43-yard line. Bazelak, play fake. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws. Downfield and tipped away. They had double coverage. Thomas was back there covering Malcolm Johnson along with the cornerback. And really, that call tells you you're going to go for it on fourth down, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't take that deep ball. That's just a heck of a play by Trey Thomas, being able to lay back, pretty much jump up and lay back to knock that ball off course. Because if not, that's a big play.
4th and 2 at the Arkansas State 43. Bazelak under center. Jamal Johnson behind him.
They brought in their big man in the middle, Tim Hardman, 5'11", 294.
Bazelak fakes the handoff. Spins out to his right, throws downfield, and Fannon's open inside the 15 down to the 10. Bazelak had to kind of spin around and get the ball down to Fannin, who fumbled at the end of the play but recovered it at the 8-yard line.
A catch and a fumble recovered by the offense.
That is a heck of a play call. What they did was they made sure by alignment that Fannin was going to be guarded by Willikis, a linebacker who has no business guarding a Harold Fannin. He took advantage of that play.
Now they're going to review this.
Previous play is under review.
Well, he made a football move trying to throw a stiff arm. He should have just held on to the football.
They're going to say it's incomplete. Yeah, that's going to be negated.
1-2. That's a catch of the fumble. He took like 4 or 5 steps.
No, we can't see the ball from that angle. That's the problem.
He took like 4 or 5 steps. It's got to be a catch.
Well, you can't see if he was juggling it the whole time.
He wasn't juggling it. I saw it on the last replay. He's not juggling.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think he's juggling it either. But I don't know that he had it long enough to be a catch. That's incomplete.
Man, if this is incomplete, then
it's incomplete.
If this is incomplete, then I don't know what a catch is anymore.
Well, if you look at him, he starts to turn and spin. He does not have it tucked away yet.
I mean, but when you
make a football move, that's going to be incomplete.
He did make a football move when he threw the stiff arm. That's a football move.
Well, you got to have your feet making a football move. Yeah, that's incomplete. Yeah. So the Falcons are going to give the ball back as soon as the replay makes this decision, and that's going to be a killer. Again, that's your best player, and he can't put the ball away.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones where he was trying to make a big play,
right,
and all he needed to do was catch the ball.
Yeah.
That's one of those, all you got to do is catch and fall.
Falcons continue to be their own worst enemy in this game. And this is the latest. It's even caught up to Harold Fannin. The play was ruled a catch on the field. Now the ball popped out. Fannin definitely recovered it, so that's not an issue.
So what we're hoping for is that it's just not enough evidence to overturn.
Right. That's the best we could hope for. That's not a position you want to be in.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
Oh, all right. That is a generous review by our replay official, Jess Peterson. How about that? So the play stands, and they'll have it at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Falcons trail by 7 with 11:50 to play in the ball game. Bazelak under center. Johnson, the running back, but not right behind him. Smith, the jet sweep. Rakeem, left side, trying to set up blockers. Too much traffic, and he will be punched hard about the 4-yard line. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station ID on the Falcon Sports Radio Network from Learfield.
Second down, goal to go from the 4-yard line for Bowling Green.
Ball's at the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bazelak in the shotgun. Jamal Johnson with him. Here's motion with Rakeem Smith. Whistles, though, killed the play. Back him up 5. So Falcons had something to
False
stew
start.
there.
Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Well, nothing's coming easy tonight. Nothing's being done conventionally tonight. If these bowl games get a little wacky, and that's what we've got in this game for sure.
Yeah, I love bowl season. You just get some of the best football, man. I hate the way that the transfer portal and NIL deals and things like that is kind of taking away some of these players that we really want to see play.
2nd and goal at the 9. Peagies behind Bazelak, who's under center. Fannin, Jamal Johnson, Malcolm Johnson on the right. Play action. Throw, end zone behind Fannin and incomplete. I think Fannin might have got a hand on that, maybe prevented an interception. Not sure where Connor Bazelak was throwing that. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it looks like Harold turned to the inside, and I think Harold turned to the inside. Connor was throwing it straight on the line, and that's why the ball was thrown. Like, he was kind of throwing it almost like a jump ball. He expected Harold to stop and turn and give him his numbers, which actually probably would have been better.
Yeah. Would have been better than that. It's incomplete.
Yeah.
So 3rd and goal at the 9. Falcons trail by 7 with 10:41 to play in the 4th quarter. Jamal Johnson motions left to right. Bazelak in the gun, and a BG Fannin jumps.
False start. Offense. Number 0. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
So Fannin has put up monster numbers tonight, but big mistake there. By the way, 14 catches, 194 and a score for Harold Fannin tonight.
Todd, is this 4-down territory here?
No, I think you probably kicked the field goal. It's 3rd and goal at the 14. Jamal Johnson in the backfield with Bazelak. 3 receivers on the right now. Can they protect? Bazelak to the end zone for Fannin, and not close. They had good coverage here. Jordan Mahoney, the cornerback. They were watching Fannin the whole way, and the Falcons will have to settle for a field goal.
It just
so 2 penalties on that 1st and goal situation.
Yeah, and it just seems like we just keep making ourselves do things the hard way.
Right. Well, 4th and goal at the 14 means a 28-yard field goal attempt for Zach Long. 27 or 28, I guess, take your pick. You're right near the left hash. The kick is away, and he missed it.
Oh, my goodness.
So both teams having special teams problems tonight. It remains a 7-point Arkansas State lead with 10:19 to go, 4th quarter. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
Bowling Green Manor. Family owned, family values. Proudly serving Bowling Green and the surrounding communities since 1976. We offer skilled, inpatient and outpatient therapy, long-term care, respiratory, and ventilator care. Score a touchdown in therapy with your rehab to home experts. Bowling Green Manor.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Back here in Mobile, a 32-yard field goal missed by Bowling Green, and it remains a 7-point game for Arkansas State. They lead 31-27. A reminder, our media timeout brought to you by Fremont Federal Credit Union. They remind you that teamwork makes the dream work on and off the field. Let them help you achieve your financial goals. Visit FremontFCU.com today. Fremont Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA. Let's go down to the field with our Kevin Peel down there on the BG sideline.
Yeah, a tough one to swallow after the missed field goal, guys. You know, Bowling Green and Arkansas State are in pretty similar situations, programs that a couple years back were in tough situations. Coach Jones and Coach Leffler are talking about that this week, and in particular, kind of focusing in on 2 of those guys that were featured. I don't know if you saw by chance at home the feature they released today on Patrick Day and Brock Horn, an awesome feature, which they're playing in their 56th game of their careers, which is a record for BGSU. and just what they ultimately did to help transform this program and to be a part of this. It was super special for them. And of course, Coach was talking a lot about these seniors this week and how much they've meant to this program. And a bowl win would be something that would be huge for this program going forward. But right now, guys, BG has got to find a way to get out of its own way if they're going to have a chance to win this game.
Now, both teams have made a lot of mistakes, but Bowling Greens have been more detrimental to this point. With 10:19 to go in the fourth quarter, the Red Wolves lead 31-24. They will have the ball at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Jalen Rayner has Jaquez Cross with him in the backfield. Hands it to Cross, and he will get 3 off the right side. Cross has 4 career 100-yard gains, so 2 of them this year. Just 3 on that carry. Now the Red Wolves do a lot of shifting around and moving around and set up for 2nd and 7. Cross remains the running back. 2 receivers left for Rayner in the shotgun. Jackson and Rucker are out there. Play fake. Rayner shuffling around and turns right into a sack by Ali Saad. Rayner tried to spin away out to the outside and right into the waiting arms of Big 99. A loss of 5. Make it 3rd and 12.
That's a good job by Ali Saad, just keeping himself active in the play, continuously fighting with the tackle. And when Rayner went to turn thinking he was going to get out of the pocket, he runs right into an Ali Saad who had broken free momentarily from his blocker.
So 3rd down and 12. Can the defense get a 3 and out? Those have been few and far between today. Wallace, the running back. Rayner, 2-by-2 receivers each way. Rayner slips the tackle, throws short. The ball was tipped. He was hit as he threw, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Rucker. Falcons kind of collapsed the pocket. Looked like Rosser and Hawkins were around the quarterback. And that will be a punt coming up for Arkansas State.
One of the things that we saw that was a pattern this year was our defense getting better after halftime. And I think we're seeing it again in this game. The defense has stepped up and held up their end of the bargain. It's been the offense that's dropped the ball here in the second half.
3rd punt of the game for Arkansas State. 4th and 12 at their own 18. Hiker in the game. Peagy's the return man. Hiker gets a good punt away. Peagy's backpedaling, takes it at the BG 30, and that's it. He will squeeze a couple out of that return. Well, he almost acted like he had fair caught it when he first did catch it, and then he said, I got to run. He got to the 31-yard line. So Bowling Green, with 8:45 to go, trailing by 7, will get the ball back. 31-24, A-State with the lead. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
When your family needs advanced medical care, depend on Wood County Hospital. For a state-of-the-art surgery center offering advanced robotic procedures, joint replacements, and the latest vascular surgery to open clogged arteries. For board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialists, the very latest cancer treatments, and more. Depend on us. It's not just a line. It's a tireless commitment to our community's health. Wood County Hospital. Depend on us.
For over 80 years, LaSalle Cleaners has been serving Northwest Ohio with courteous service and quality cleaning. And now LaSalle Cleaners is the official dry cleaner of BGSU Athletics. They never lose sight of what's important, providing a convenient, quality, and cost-conscious program that's useful to everyone. They're successful because they genuinely take pride in the special care they give their customers and their clothes. For all your dry cleaning needs, go where the Falcons go. LaSalle Cleaners. Hang with the best.
Back here in Mobile, Bowling Green trailing Arkansas State 31-24. 8:45 to play in the fourth. Hey fans, let Loan Depot help you achieve your dream of home ownership. Visit closedinasnap-che.com to connect directly with Bowling Green loan consultant Che Walters and learn more about how Loan Depot can help you realize your dreams of home ownership. So, crunch time now, and we mentioned the team's records in one-score games. Bowling Green 1-3, Arkansas State 6-1. Of course, part of that was that Bowling Green had 3 losses that were by double digits, and 4 of their 5 losses were by 10 points or more if you're talking about Arkansas State. So Bowling Green tend to win big and lose close. So that's a little bit misleading nonetheless. The Falcons have lost their close games this year. The other stat is Bowling Green has outscored its opponent in every quarter except the fourth quarter. And they've been outscored by 10 points this season. All that working against Bowling Green at this point, Gibby. But they are a drive away from tying this game, or who knows, maybe taking the lead with 2 points. Who knows what the situation will call for when they get done here. But they're running out of time for screw-ups. It's time to make up for all that, put a ball in the end zone here.
Yeah, I mean, they've got, no more mistakes, no more close calls. We've got to put our best foot forward and put some points on the board with this drive, tie this game up, and or take the lead, depending on, like you said, where the situation calls.
Justin Peagies, the running back for Bowling Green. Jason Patterson has left this game with injury. So has Jordan Oladokin. Falcons down 7. Connor Bazelak under center. Motions Rakeem Smith. Fakes the toss to him. Throws left side, and that play again doesn't work. They fake and try to influence the defensive end who isn't influenced. He's all over the quarterback, and the running back is also covered very tightly. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Falcons trail 31-24. It was 24-21 at halftime. Falcons fumbled on the first play of the third quarter, and the Red Wolves turned that into a touchdown, and they're still nursing that lead. Bazelak from the gun, hands it off to Peagies, forget about it. Right in the hole was the defense led by Charles Willikus. Loss of a yard, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11.
We've been seeing more Justin Peagies in the backfield as a running back than we've probably seen all season long. And
yes.
And I don't think that's the cause of, and I don't think it's because Patterson. I think that's the game plan.
Right.
Because, Patterson, he's not the big running back. Peagies is one of what they call the hybrid position.
3rd and 11. Bazelak from the gun. Can they protect? They do kind of, but the pass is high over the middle for Finn Hogan, incomplete. And a limping Connor Bazelak will take it off the field and watch his punt team come in.
4th and 11.
So the Falcon offense returns the favor. Arkansas State went 3 and out. Bowling Green says, nah, we'll give it back to you. And here's that man, Courtney Jackson, back on punt return. He ran one back 60 yards for a TD earlier. Henderson hits one. Fair catch, wait for, and made near the 33-yard line.
36 yards.
And the Bowling Green defense will be charged with making a stop again if the Falcons are going to have a chance. Now, the bad news is you went 3 and out. The good news is it only took 53 seconds off the clock. And now A-State with a chance to salt this game away. They're at their own 32-yard line. Let's check in down on the sidelines with Kevin Peel. What's the mood on the Bowling Green sideline right now?
Well, some anticipation, I think, exists down here. Some frustration with the way that drive unfolded because the Falcons got nothing going at all. And right now you look at it, too. It's something you have to shrug and get out of your mind right away. But 3 missed field goals from Bowling Green single-handedly the difference in this game. So they have to find a way to build a drive. But first and foremost, the defense, as we mentioned, has done a much better job in this second half, really keeping Rayner hemmed in the pocket on numerous occasions. They've really held the running game in check as well for Arkansas State. But the Falcons have to find a way for this defense to come up at least one more time if they're going to try and salt this game away, guys.
Yeah, Bowling Green has had 2 missed field goals, 1 blocked. And clearly, if those had been made, they'd have a 2-point lead, as KP was alluding to. But they also could have the lead if they weren't -1 in the turnovers. That was a fumble to start the third quarter. Could also maybe have the lead if they could cover a punt when they give up a 60-yard punt return for a touchdown. Also might have the lead if you don't make a bushel of other mistakes, Gibby. This game has just been, if it wasn't so painful, it'd be laughable.
Yeah, I mean, it's but this is how Bowling Green loses games. This is how it happens. Very rarely, they just ran off the field. Often it's the culmination of their mistakes that ultimately dooms them in what normally is and what winds up being a close game.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they've been hugely outplayed today, but their mistakes have been legion and frequent and painful.
Yeah, I mean, look, you look at the statistics, and you would think Bowling Green should be up on this game. They're 431 total yards to 268, 385 yards passing to 228. Neither team is really running the ball worth anything. Neither of them are over 50 yards. But I mean, the mistakes, the drive that is short-circuited, the multiple missed field goals. Those types of things are the types of things that really just bite you and don't let go.
Yeah, the Falcons, Harold Fannin, by the way, 14 catches, 194 and a touchdown. Those numbers are all new career highs except for the TDs. The 14 catches and 194 bested his 12 and 193 he had against Old Dominion. So Arkansas State right now, right at the midpoint of the fourth quarter, thinking, hey, we're going to put a touchdown on the board. We're going to win this game. We're already up 7. Let's make it a 2-touchdown lead. Falcon defense would love a turnover here. It'd be their first of the night. Here's a little jet sweep, and it's a nice tackle by Tracy Revels, but a gain of 4. And let me correct myself, will be their second turnover. They did get the interception in the first half by Oladokin. Second and 6.
I'm expecting at some point in time you're going to see them take another shot at Todd Bumpus.
Oh, yeah. Again, Oladokin out of the game with injury, so Ja'Cory Benjamin and Todd Bumpus are the corners. Here's the quarterback keep, and Rayner runs through 2 tackles and then is tripped up just shy of the first down. And Rayner with some words as he gets off the turf. 3rd and 1 at the 41. 5-yard pickup there. Falcons trail 31-24. They could desperately use a tackle for loss here to force a punt, short of that turnover I was talking about.
Did we just see Malik Moses check into the game, the freshman defensive lineman? I think we did.
Well, Jordan Porter's out there. That's 3rd and 1. Here is the handoff, and punching it up in there is Wallace for the first down. So that moves the chains. And it is indeed Malik Moses out there. Of course, right now, you can play freshmen without losing their red shirt, things like that. So why not give people a chance? 3 yards on 3rd and 1. First down at the 44 for the Red Wolves, who lead by 7. Clock ticking, under 6 minutes to go. Falcons still on the short end of the scoreboard. Rayner takes the snap, gives it to Wallace. Big hole up the middle. He's in the secondary. Wallace to the 30. They'll mark him at the 28. Revels made the stop. 28-yard run. And it feels like closing time right now for the Red Wolves, Gibby.
Yeah, I mean, the momentum is squarely on the sideline of the Red Wolves right now. Todd Bumpus is down.
Yep, that is Todd Bumpus down for Bowling Green. Of course, they've already lost Jordan Oladokin. Of course, Ed Rambo used to be available at corner. He left. I don't know what happened to him. He's gone. So you look at also Justin Eklund unavailable for this game. He is injured. Of course, a couple other people have been scratched from the roster since the end of the regular season. And, you know, that's not uncommon. And I think you're seeing that in these bowl games, Gibby. They're just wild. I mean, what What did the final end up with K-State and Rutgers? It was like 51-48 or something. I mean, Toledo and Pitt played 6 overtimes. These bowl games are just really hard to get consistent play, apparently.
Well, I don't know what's just how much it is hard to get consistent play, as much as I think it's, I think you're seeing, because of the transfer portal, because of the transfer portal, you're seeing certain teams are playing without guys they played with all year long.
Oh, sure. 1st and 10 at the Bowling Green 30. And off to Wallace. We just had that big run. He gets another pretty good run
Number
here.
21, Zach Wallace is the ball carrier.
That was Darius McClendon making the stop, but he got 7 to the 23. Even a field goal here basically puts the game away. We're at the 5-minute mark. They're up 31-24. Now A-State is milking clock.
Yeah, and I'm thinking they're going to just keep giving that ball to Wallace.
Wallace remains in at running back. Rayner awaiting the shotgun snap as his tight end joins him in the backfield. The other motions ahead. Here's Wallace, breaks the tackle, carries players to the 15-yard line.
Zach Wallace with the carry.
8 more and a first down.
Anthony Hawkins ran right past Zach Wallace in the hole.
Yeah, he got a hand on his shoulder pad as he was running past. 4:20 and counting, fourth quarter. 31-24, Arkansas State leads. Falcons trying for their 8th win, but it appears it's going to be Arkansas State that will get its 8th win. Wallace remains in the game with the Rayner at running back from the BG 15, 1st and 10. Hand to Wallace, stuffed near the line of scrimmage. Well, the clock certainly working against Bowling Green now. Of course, you have the 2-minute warning now and 3 timeouts, but and very much odds are you're going to need 2 scores at the end of this drive, whatever happens. Of course, their automatic kicker, who had made 18 in a row, missed one a little while ago. Clement Van Andel. 2nd down and 10 at the 15. Clock running, 3:20, fourth quarter. 31-24, Red Wolves. Hand to Wallace, breaking tackles and takes it home. Zach Wallace is the 11th touchdown run of the season. And the Red Wolves take command with 3:10 to play. They lead it 37-24.
Yeah, you just had a feeling that it was going to be the running game, that it was eventually going to get on track and create a difference in this game. 60-plus yards rushing in this particular drive alone for Arkansas State. They build the commanding lead now.
Now the Falcons' inability to run the football today too has been a big problem. They've exclusively had to throw the ball.
And my question is, was it inability or unwillingness?
And the kick is good. Now, of course, you can't really blame the offense. I mean, they do only have 24 points, but part of that's the 3 missed field goals. And the defense has not held up its end of the bargain today. They've given up 38 points. Of course, part of that is the punt return for a touchdown. So I guess that's plenty of blame to go around, John.
I mean, this is a complete loss. You can't place it on one side of the ball or special teams. All three phases of the game failed today, and that's why we lost.
3:10 to go, and I suppose anything could happen, but Bowling Green right now up against it. It looks like 7-6 is going to be their record for a 2nd consecutive year.
The craziest thing is that you think about this season, and this team could easily have been a 10-win team.
Right. Yeah. Falcons trail by 14 points for the first time today. They've never led in this game. They've trailed by as little as 3 and by as many as 14 now. High short kick fielded by Rakeem Smith at the 4-yard line. Smith to the 30, outside of the 40. Rakeem Smith midfield, stumbles, taken down at the ASU 40-yard line. And of course, he comes up limping.
He took a nasty shot on that tackle right at the knee level. This type of stuff that you turn the knee on.
Well, he stumbled himself. He tripped himself. That's what caused that awkward tackle.
He didn't really stumble. He was trying to change. He was trying to change speeds to see if he could stop and start, kind of like a stop and go move, and it just didn't work.
So the Falcons have it at the 38-yard line, trailing by 14 with 3 minutes to go. Shotgun for Bazelak. Looking to throw, pressured, checks it down and misfired for Gazarek. A flag on the play. I think we might get roughing the passer, judging by the reaction of Brian Whitehead.
Nope, it's going to be a hold on Tunde Fadakasi. He literally reached out and grabbed.
Holding.
Yeah.
Offense. Number 55. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
His feet got stuck in mud. The defensive end got around him like a turnstile, and he had to reach out and hold to keep Connor Bazelak from getting his ribs barbecued.
38-24 Arkansas State. 2:54 to play, fourth quarter. Falcons now 1st and 20 at the A-State 48. Bazelak from the shotgun. Checks it down short to Fannin. And they surround Fannin and put him down for a gain of about 4. That'll put Fannin at 198 yards receiving on 15 catches. It'll be 2nd down and 16. Falcons have to hurry up. They're down 14 with 2:25 to go. Here's Bazelak from the gun. Throws over on the left side. Caught at the 38-yard line by Fannin again. He's over 200 yards on the day. Timeout, Bowling Green with 2:17 to play. That makes it 3rd down and 9.
Timeout.
As he got 7.
Bowling Green. It's their first timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Of course, the 2-minute warning is coming up as well. 2:17 to go on this one. Falcons trail by 14. And really, when you look at this season, John, as you mentioned, there are so many games you could look at that they could have or should have won. Ultimately, this team was missing something. I don't know what it is.
What was it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
like when
I
you
agree
say
with that.
somebody has it,
You're missing.
they don't have it.
Well, I tell you what. The problem is I don't think the offense had enough playmakers outside of Harold Fanning.
3rd and 9 at the 37. That's certainly true. Bazelak ready to throw from the gun. Throws a crossing route to Finn Hogan. At the 31, he got 6. It'll be 4th and 3 after the 2-minute warning.
I don't think that we ever got. I don't think we ever replaced the production of Odu Hilaire at the wide receiver spot.
Right.
I think that's one of the biggest differences that we saw on this year's team is that, we didn't have that receiver that was going to take the top off of the defense.
I think also we ultimately found out the offensive line was not good enough, especially after Nick Reimer got hurt. And tonight, no Alex Wolfschlager certainly hasn't helped. 2-minute warning here in Mobile. It is Arkansas State 38, Bowling Green 24. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bowling Green football from Learfield.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Lakeside Interior Contractors is a proud corporate partner of BGSU Athletics. As the area's leading commercial interior and exterior finish contractor, we're dedicated to enhancing campus learning and living spaces as well as athletic facilities for BGSU students, athletes, and fans. From floor to ceiling, Lakeside does it all. Learn more about our projects for Bowling Green State University when you visit us online at lakesideinterior.com.
Two-minute warning here in Mobile. Falcons trail 38-24. They have the ball 4th and 3 at the Arkansas State 31-yard line. Fans, a reminder, Fremont Federal Credit Union is proud to bring you this 2-minute warning timeout. They're here to help you run the best plays in life, financially speaking, that is. Learn more at fremontfcu.com. Federally insured by the NCUA. So the Falcons down to their last breath here. If they don't convert this, basically the game is over, although they have 2 timeouts left. They've got to score here and somehow recover an onside kick, and then, of course, somehow score again. And I would imagine go for 2 if that very rosy scenario would play out, John.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Todd, I you know, that would be a very, very rosy scenario.
Yeah.
But I'm just, you know, I just keep thinking about the missed opportunities, man.
Right.
That's what keeps blowing my mind is just the missed opportunities and how the games that we lost all pretty much look the same. It was the missed opportunities, the mistakes that we made that ultimately doomed us.
Yep. 4th and 3 at the Arkansas State 31. Connor Bazelak in the shotgun. This play to keep the game alive. Bazelak looks left, looks middle, and there's Fannin with another catch. Down to the 23. One thing we can say is we can never say Harold Fannin didn't lay it on the line for BGSU.
Yeah, he did.
Quickly back to the line. Fannin down the field, end zone to the ground. Caught, touchdown, BGSU, Rakeem Smith. And Rakeem apparently been working on that touchdown dance for a while, and the Falcons still down 8 with 1:42 to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's there to dance about. You're down. Score the touchdown,
exactly
toss
right.
the ball to the official, and go home and go back to the sideline. That's a heck of a grab by Rakeem Smith.
Now Falcons will attempt the extra point. They're down 8 with 1:42 to go. And as I said, the onside kick would have to be in order for the Falcons to have a chance moving forward now. PAT is good for Zach Long, who's had a rough night otherwise with a blocked field goal and 2 misses. 38-31 with 1:42 to go. So here we go to the onside kick. Falcons playing most of the second half, if not all of it, without Jason Patterson and Jordan Oladokin, who both left the game with injury. Didn't appear to be serious injuries, but Patterson looked like an ankle problem that had him out, and Oladokin appeared to perhaps be cramping on an interception in the first half and did not return.
Yeah, Patterson has still got a limp to him.
Yeah.
It didn't look like Oladokin was limping, but Patterson, I'm looking at him on the sideline now, and he's definitely got a hitch in his giddy up.
Well, both of those guys are done playing at BGSU, out of eligibility. Jordan Oladokin and Connor Bazelak will be playing in the Hula Bowl. So here comes the onside kick. Bowling Green down 7 with 1:42 to go in the fourth quarter.
You know, this is Zach Long's chance to get his get back.
Zach Long. And now right before he approaches the ball, Arkansas State timeout.
Yeah.
Little game of
Timeout.
chess going on here.
Arkansas State. That's their first time out of the half. 30-second timeout.
Well, that time Bowling Green had 5 on each side of Zach Long, and they were pretty well spread away from him, Gibby, as if You know, he was going to kick it well to the side, either side.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got guys closer to the kicker. These guys were
Yeah.
well away from the kicker.
Yeah, and I mean, that very well could have been a dummy call meant to draw this timeout out, and they come out in a completely different formation that, you know, Arkansas hasn't been prepared for.
But they still have 2 timeouts left, should they want to use them. Falcons stay with the 5 men out near the numbers on each side of Long, who's in the middle of the field. Falcons need the onside kick to keep hope alive. Down 7 with 1:42 to go. There is a not high bounce, and it's fielded by Arkansas State. And they will take a knee and run out the clock. Falcons do have 2 timeouts left. So ultimately a very disappointing
Please
night
reset the game clock to 1 minute and 41 seconds.
for a bunch of guys who
1-4-1.
came back to play this game tonight that could have chosen to opt
Thank
out.
you.
And a bunch of other guys who really didn't have anything to opt out of, but are using up their eligibility tonight. Ultimately, their final 2 games of their careers are going to be losses. Here's the handoff to Wallace. Falcons stack him up.
Carrier for Arkansas State.
Timeout called by the Falcons. They'll have 1 remaining. 38-31, Arkansas State with the lead.
Bowling Green. That's their second timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Well, the first half really saw a lot more scoring than the second half. Things have settled down a bit from that regard, but Falcons tonight, too many missed opportunities, as Gibby was talking about. Falcons rushing tonight, 24 carries, 46 yards against a team that on the season was allowing 225 yards a game. That's 130th in the country. Their last game of the regular season, Old Dominion ran for 406 yards against them. Tonight, the Falcons have run for negligible yardage. 2nd and 8. Red Wolves out of the shotgun. Give it to Wallace. Running hard, breaking free. Still a couple yards shy of the first down. And last time out for the Falcons with 1:29 to go. So they could force a punt if they get a stop here.
Bowling Green. That's their final timeout of the game. 30-second timeout.
Harold Fannin today, another huge game. In fact, the biggest of his career in catches and yards. 17 catches, 213 yards, and a touchdown. And that will put him into the top 10 in BG all-time receiving yards. He passed Cole Magner by 10 yards. Tonight, he passed Kurt Gurling, Ronnie Red, Kamar Jordan, Ryan Burbrink, Reggie Thornton, Jeff Groth, Steve Sanders, and Cole Magner. He passed all those guys in one game. Also, I'm not sure how much Joe Sipp has played on defense the last couple of series, too. 3rd and 2, handoff to Wallace, steps out of a tackle, moves downfield, and he'll rack up some more yardage to end the game. He's down inside the 30-yard line. And that'll cinch it for Arkansas State. The Red Wolves will get a bowl win here and move to 8-5 on the season. And improve to 5-7 all time in bowl games as well. And even up their record against the MAC in bowl games at 3-3. Victory formation for the Red Wolves. There's a snap and a knee. And the 2024 68 Ventures Bowl is won by the Arkansas State Red Wolves as they beat Bowling Green 38-31. Stay tuned for our post-game show. Our post-game show tonight. The Medical Mutual post-game show. That's straight ahead. You're listening to Falcon football from Learfield.
Ace Sanitation is proud of its long history as part of the Bowling Green community and the Bowling Green Falcons. Ace offers a large inventory of temporary restroom facilities, luxury bathroom trailers, temporary fencing, crowd control barricades, and septic tank service. Find out more at ace1965.com. Ace Sanitation, a family-owned company for over 50 years and a proud supporter of Falcon Athletics. Lakeside Interior Contractors is a proud corporate partner of BGSU Athletics. You'll find the Lakeside team on campus throughout the year, working to better the learning and living spaces of BGSU students and athletes, as well as the office and working spaces of university faculty and staff. For your commercial interior and exterior finishing projects, call Lakeside. Learn more about our projects for BGSU at lakesideinterior.com.
Whatever temperatures this winter brings, AW Heating and Cooling, your friendly and knowledgeable day and night dealer, is ready to help. Whether it's fixing your current system or installing a new energy-efficient day and night system, AW Heating and Cooling will make sure to keep you and your family in constant comfort. Schedule an appointment today with AW Heating and Cooling at awheatingandcooling.com. Day and Night is a proud sponsor of BGSU Athletics.
When your family needs advanced medical care, depend on Wood County Hospital. For a state-of-the-art surgery center offering advanced robotic procedures, joint replacements, and the latest vascular surgery to open clogged arteries. For board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialists, the very latest cancer treatments, and more. Depend on us. It's not just a line. It's a tireless commitment to our community's health. Wood County Hospital. Depend on us.